And what's good, everybody? Welcome in once again. Happy Saturday night to you guys as we're back live here on Behind the Arc Basketball. A different location as we are elsewhere today, but bringing you the game as we'll still have it covered for you guys here via Hotspot tonight as on the series. It's the Utah Jazz up 2-0 in the series. Now the series will switch over to the Staples Center as it's going to be Jazz versus Clippers. Game number 3 of the Western Conference second round. What's good, everyone? We have Behind the Arc fan Jason, Malika, Goody, Hostney. Welcome to stream. Once again, everybody, for being a part here right now. Game 1, Utah beat the Clippers 112-109 as the Jazz, at one point in the first quarter, they missed 20 straight shots in a row, and they still got the W. Donovan Mitchell, incredible series he has had so far, 45 points in game number 1, as the Clippers held a 25-18 lead in the first quarter after 1. And Kawhi and Paul George combined it for 43 total as Mitchell scored 45 in game number 1. And then in game number 2, once again, Utah held on 117-111, making 23-point shots, working as a team. And this is a type of series here. It's all depending about ball movement, how everything goes along. And it's been Utah that's been the more complete team so far, knocking down their shots. What's good, Bradley, in the stream? Jose, welcome in the stream here. He went to the pool today with his girlfriend, Andrea, at his grandma's house right now. That's awesome, man. I heard about that today. They had to postpone the match, I heard. That's just so terrible. I heard what happened to Christian Eriksen collapsing on the field. But welcome in, Behind the Arc fan. Glad to have you, brother, once again. Chris in the stream, welcome in. He's thinking the Clippers by 4 tonight. What's good, Vegas? Happy graduation for you, man. Congrats, brother. You did it, man. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, Donovan Mitchell been incredible this series. And this has been the difference-making type of stuff, is that Kawhi and Paul George are struggling when them are combining on the court 25 for 66 shooting in the first 2 games of the series. Paul George has been the one that's really been struggling. Him and Morris, as I brought up the stats before this game, Marcus Morris is shooting the ball from 3-point range. He is 1 for 17 in his last 17 attempts after starting out a perfect 7 for 7 against the Mavs in game number 7. And then adding Paul George to the mix, and those two are combining 6 for 28 from 3 between Morris and Paul George at 21% in this series. And he's shooting... Paul George himself is shooting 32% on 3-point shots, 41% he's been throughout the regular season on 3-point shots. So for the Clippers to win this game, he's going to have to come out and have a big game because he missed in game number 1 13 shots, and then in game number 2 he missed 10 shots. What's good? Chris here, Jay Ramirez. Glad to have you guys back on the stream. Trading with Mr. JRH. Welcome back in. He's taking a Jazz tonight, plus 4.5. Best of luck there. Edmund, welcome in. Lionheart, thanks so much for finding the stream again. Big Easy on the stream here, liking the Clippers in 7 for another 2-0 deficit to turn to the rounds. If the Clippers do this, they'd be the first team in NBA postseason history to turn around both 2-0 deficits and come from behind and win the series. That'd be crazy. But my prediction was actually the Clippers in this series and not looking so hot after 2 games. But now the series switches over to Staples Center, and the Clippers are going to have to play lights out and hit tons and tons of threes and to be able to compete here to get the W. Good thing about this series is both of the games are single digits that it ended in. So I think we're bound for another close game tonight. Before we do start off this stream, spike the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Welcome in, everybody, for being a part here. I've got the Clippers tonight by 3, 112-109. If the Clippers don't win this one, it looks like it's mostly over. So it's going to be really tough. Clippers, if they lose this one, they're down 3-0. And the big key for Utah, Donovan Mitchell going off, but also the Jazz and how good they are just around the perimeter. Both of these teams are terrific three-point shooting teams, but in this series, the edge has gone to Utah. The Clippers shot the ball 41% from 3, number 1 three-point shooting team this season in the NBA, and Utah leads the league in 16 made threes average per game. They made 17 in game 1 despite missing 20 shots in a row in the first quarter, and then in game number 2, the Jazz knocked down 23-point shots. And Donovan Mitchell and Jordan Clarkson, Both of them been the big key factors here this series. Mitchell and Clarkson have made 6 threes each in both of the games so far, and Bogdanovich has made 3 threes each so far in this series. What's good, Christian on the stream? Welcome in. I'm up in New Hampshire tonight. Hostney, welcome to the stream. Looking for Boogie Cousins to get a start. Vegas taking the Jazz tonight. Moe on the stream here. Welcome in. Yeah, no problem, Bradley. Glad to have you on the stream whenever you get the chance, man. We're going to tip off in a little bit. Second half for Kawhi, he went away. He only scored 7 points in game number 2 the second half. That was like a back-and-forth game. The Clippers were up. They were trailing by 20-plus at one point, and then they came back. They led, and then Utah come from behind and got the victory. And that's what makes great teams great, is that they came from behind. After they were up by 20, and then the Clippers were up, and then at the very end, Utah came from behind and won it. Kelly in the stream, welcome in. Yes, that's a great point. So they lost game number 1 against Memphis, and then Donovan Mitchell comes back for game number 2 against Memphis, and after that, they've won every single game. So 6-0 with Donovan Mitchell in the playoffs here in the lineup. Yeah, doing pretty well up here in New Hampshire. We walked... It was like a rail trail that went right down the path towards Lake Winnipesaukee. So I've been in the Lakes region today. It's really nice outside. It's beautiful weather, like one of the best days, like weather-wise, all this year. It was like, I think, like 75 degrees and completely sunny. What's good, Uncle Pizzle? Welcome to the stream here. He's taking Utah tonight at 1:37 in the morning. Glad to have you on the stream once again. The dedication. D Wade out in the house here from Delaware, back in the stream. Chris rooting for the Jazz here. Tyler taking the Sixers to win the title. Great game yesterday for Philadelphia. Bradley taking his man Spida Mitchell to GOAT. Incredible series Donovan Mitchell had. We actually drove by Donovan Mitchell's high school where he went to today. He went to Brewster Academy in downtown Wolfboro. So we were down in that area today. We were outside for most of the day today. We walked. It's like a rail trail that goes like near Lake Winnipesaukee up in New Hampshire. D-Wade showed up at my house. Nope, I wasn't home. Yeah, this one is going to be a one for Vegas here that he remembers. Congrats, man. That's awesome that you graduated, brother. Yeah, that is terrible. Sending my thoughts and prayers out to Christian Eriksen. I got home and I saw it on like one of the news reports. That's scary. That he just collapsed in the middle of a soccer match. What's good? Nick picking his Jazz tonight. Welcome to the stream here, guys. Christian went out today for lunch. Waiter came up to him. Gave him a high five right there. Said, "Go Cardinals." Weren't all Louisville gear. Told Christian about Donovan Mitchell dropping down 40. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I'm out of town. I'm up in New Hampshire tonight, actually, with my family. So this game's going to be at Staples Center, game number 3 of the series. We got 90-plus out in the chat. If you guys are new, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, as we're going to tip off in just a minute. Danger for the Clippers if they do lose this game especially, because then they're down 0-3 in the series. And this is just really tough as Utah's got multiple shooters lined up around their lineup. Whereas they just came off the series against Dallas in 7. It's basically Luka who is carrying the Mavs all throughout that series. And here you are, Donovan Mitchell dropping down 6 threes in Game 1, Game 2. In Game 1 and Game 2 as well. Jordan Clarkson knocks down 6 threes each. Bogdanovich knocks down 3 threes each. And then Joe Ingles only shot 1 for 7 in Game 1. But after a week being off, next game after that one, Ingles knocked down 4 threes in the last game. They combined for 20 for Utah. What's good? Jeff's out in the beautiful mountains, eastern Kentucky today. Awesome, man. Glad to have you guys back on the stream. Welcome in once again. Yeah, Jay Ramirez loves the wood siding. Yeah, it's a nice place over here that we have. It's all wood. Wood floors, everything is wood. Johan taking the Clippers, welcome back on board. Old man, welcome to the stream. Nate G on the stream here, taking the Jazz for the sweep. My prediction was the Clippers to steal one in the series. I got the Clippers by 3, 112 to 109. What's good, Roger? Welcome to the stream here. Doing pretty well, guys. We're going to tip off, I believe, in about 5 minutes from now. Usually these games tip off I think 15 minutes past or so for national TV games. Yeah, I remember the first time that Vegas found my channel. It was part of it was when I covered games for the football channel, a preseason game between the Patriots and the Lions. And he found my channel, and I told him to come over to the basketball channel too, and ever since, he's been on the channel here. And I remember when he joined before his junior year in high school, and now he graduated. It's just incredible, man. As we make sure to say congrats to my man Vegas here out on the stream, as he graduated today from high school. Renalfo, welcome in once again. Frolian, thanks so much for watching from South Korea. Wow, that's awesome, Jason. So this place right here looks like Jason's beach house. It looks like. Sort of. Yeah, that was just terrible. I saw that when I came home today on the news. With Christian Eriksen collapsing in the middle of a soccer match. Dave Lake and Joe Ingles here to have a big game today. Renalfa taking the Jazz. Welcome in, everybody. We're going to tip off in about 3 minutes from now. If you guys are new, I cover play-by-play basketball games. Hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. This whole back behind me, I've got this this Major League Baseball comforter right here. This is a throwback. It's got retro team logos on it. It's back from I think 1998 we got it. So I was 3 years old when I believe that we got this Major League Baseball comforter right here. So it's got a lot of the retro logos on the back. Vernon, what's good here? Glad to have you back at the stream. We got Joker in the stream. Welcome in. Hey, that's awesome, man, Jason. I'll see maybe someday. That's awesome that Jeff's up in the beautiful mountains, eastern Kentucky. Must be so nice. Robert on the stream, welcome in. Yeah, this is going to be tough if the Clippers do lose this game, going down 3-0. It's going to be really tough to get back in the series for the Clippers. So this is a pivotal game 3, more so for the Clippers. Yeah, going pretty well here. Welcome in James in the stream. Sean Sam, welcome back to the stream. Yeah, my vacation's been going pretty well. I was outside for I think 5-6 hours today. Hostney liking the Clippers tonight to steal this one 101-95. Yeah, they're going to have to play some really good defense and stop Donovan Mitchell. That's the key. But altogether, Utah's got much more impact players on their team. Mitchell, off the bench, Clarkson. Ingles, who can shoot the three as well, same as Bogdanovic. And then Rudy Gobert has just been a force to be reckoned with on the court. He had 20 rebounds in game number 2 for Rudy. Paul on the stream, welcome in. My day's been going pretty well. Yeah, it's really nice over here. It was 75 degrees and sunny today. So beautiful day outside. Long live, welcome on the stream here. Glad to have you on the channel, watching me for 2 weeks. Thanks so much for finding my stream here. Yeah, no problem, bud. All right, we're going to tip off in just a moment. Pivotal game 3 for the Clippers, down 0-2 in the series. This one is at Staples Center as the series switches from Utah now over to LA. We're going to get to tip off in just a moment. We got 140 plus out in the chat. If you guys are new, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Starting 5 looks like this tonight for Utah. Donovan Mitchell, Rudy Gobert, Joe Ingles, Bojan Bogdanovic, and Royce O'Neal starting 5. And for the Clippers starting 5 are Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Marcus Morris, Nick Batum, and Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson had a great game too. He was a savior throughout most of that game for the Clippers. And Jackson had 29, Paul George had 27, Kawhi had 21 in game number 2. We're going to tip off in just a moment. Clippers will go in the black uniforms, white numbers, white letters tonight. And Utah will go in the white jerseys, dark blue letters, dark blue numbers, as we are going to get ready for the tip in just a moment. Gray, welcome to the stream here. Glad to have you guys back in the stream. Paul George really struggling throughout this playoff series, as he has missed 23 shots combined in the last 2 games. It'll be Gobert and Morris going up for the tip at half court, and Utah controls the tip first. Utah goes right to left in the court. Clippers go left to right. Utah with the ball first. Ingle will bring it past half court. Ingle's at the top of the key, as he still dribbles at the top towards his left. Bounce past the left wing, ball into the hands of Bogdanovic. Bogdanovic, 5 in the shot clock. Proha puts it up with the right hand, gets it as he floats it through. Right-handed hook in the key goes down. Utah on top 2-0. Clippers first possession. 30 seconds into it. At the left wing perimeter is George. Swings it out top of the key, Kawhi. Kawhi drives, and that'll be stuffed. Donovan Mitchell comes up with a steal. 3-on-1 for Utah. Lob over the top. Denied. Looking for Mitchell as he had the chance for the alley-oop, but the Clippers able to deny. Back outside. Ingles shoots the 3, drills it on the board. Utah makes the most threes out of anyone in the NBA, averaging 16 per game, and there's number 1 tonight. 1 minute through the game, poor start for the Clippers with a turnover. Second possession, George to the right baseline. Jumper. No good off the back rim. Rudy Gobert snacks the rebounds. Yeah, I heard about that, Vegas. That's crazy, man. I can't believe that man happened to be alive. Back outside to Ingles. Launches another 3. Hits it. Nightmare start for the Clippers right out of the gate. 8-zip. Timeout taken by Ty Lue with 10:46 left to go in the first quarter. And yeah, this is looking like game number 3. Dallas versus the Clippers all over again, where Dallas was up 30-11. The Clippers came back, and they did win that game. We'll see if anything happens here, but this is a nightmare start once again all over the place for the Clippers. A minute 14 into the game, and Ty Lue has to burn a timeout. Yikes. D-Way's prediction, Jazz 134, Clippers 0. So right now we're just in a timeout. If you guys are doing the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. And Jingling Joe, back-to-back threes. Joe Ingles got 6 points right out of the gate so far for Utah. Just so many shooters on this team. So many players that can make a 3. Mitchell, Ingles, Clarkson, Bogdanovic, right down the line. And then you add in other players into the mix from time to time as well, like O'Neal, Niang, and they just, throughout this lineup, it's tough to stop with their perimeter threats lined up all over the place. The Clippers have had throughout the regular season really good perimeter threats, but they haven't shown up through the playoffs here. Marcus Morris and Paul George shooting 40+ from 3, and this playoff series is just a no-show for both of them. Hi, Danny. Welcome to the stream here, taking the Clippers. Yeah, crazy. Already a timeout. Joe Ingles knocks down 2 threes. The Clippers with a turnover, and it's already 8-0. In a timeout, a minute 14 into the game. We have 10:46 left to go when we get back to action. Hey, thanks so much, Kyle, for finding my stream. Really appreciate it, bud. Mark on the stream, welcome in from the Philippines. Let's go, everybody. Bet we're going to have a lot of Jordan Clarkson supporters out here. Let me know who you got out in the chat tonight. Utah or the Clippers? Chris in the stream, welcome in. Looking for the Jazz to sweep this series. We could very well. If Utah takes this one, we're looking at 2 series games that's looking like they're going to be a sweep in the Western Conference. Phoenix and Utah looking terrific so far, and not looking so hot for Denver. They might get swept tomorrow. Hey, Dyer, welcome to the stream here. Things going pretty well. Dyer needs Kawhi and Paul George to go off today. Yeah, they need to have a terrific game if the Clippers have a shot. So this is a battle between two of the top three-point shooting teams in the NBA this season. The Clippers best in three-point shooting percentage at 41% in the regular season, and Utah the best at most made threes per game, averaging over 16 made threes. And this series going to Utah because they made over their average in Game 1 and Game 2. 17 threes Game 1, even though they missed 20 shots in a row. That was a game that the Clippers couldn't afford to lose, and they lost it. And then Game 2, Utah knocked down 20 threes. What a start for the Jazz. Clippers looking to do something as we're back to action. At the left wing, they'll shoot a three. Reggie Jackson splash as he lines it up and drills it. He was terrific in Game 7. Also, Game 6 as well against Dallas. And then in Game number 2, came out and dropped down 29 points and made 4 threes. And Reggie Jackson has been a really good X factor so far these playoffs. 10:05 left to go in the first. Shot fake Bogdanovic. His pass deflected as Mitchell tried to grab it, but it's going to get knocked out of bounds by Kawhi. Shot clock will go down to 4.7 seconds with 10:04 in the first. And Utah will get the inbounds. Yep, Vegas getting his broomstick ready for tomorrow there. Brycey, welcome back to the stream. Inbound to the left corner, fadeaway three. That's an air ball. No good by O'Neal, and that's a shot clock violation as well for Utah. Tough shot. Tried to line it up at the left corner, and the Clippers come up with a big defensive stop as LA will have possession. Q on the stream, welcome in, taking the Clippers. What's good, Dakota? Welcome on the stream here. Sanita, welcome on the channel. Boyette, glad to have you back from the Philippines. 9:50 left to go in the first. Batum has it at the top, hands it off to Kawhi. Kawhi defended one-on-one by O'Neal. Off the pick, takes the three straight away. No good, hit the rim short. Mitchell comes up with a defensive rebound. Mitchell will bring it up the court. Mitchell, spin move in the key with the left hand. No good off the mark. Offensive tip in. No good by Rudy Gobert. And the Clippers come up with a rebound. Clippers have it at the right wing. George drives down the lane inside. Dumps it out left wing. Morris jacks up the three. Off the mark, missed it, no good. And Marcus Morris is now 1 for 18 in this playoff series shooting the three ball. Ingles has it, calling the offense at the top of the key. 9:15 in the first, moves over to Bogdanovic. At the right wing, defended one-on-one by Jackson. Backs his way for Bogdanovic, right baseline turnaround jumper. No good off the mark, crashing the glass. Batum comes up with a defensive rebound. Beverly yet to check into the game so far today. George moves it outside to Kawhi. Kawhi at the right elbow. I believe Patrick Beverly is available. Jumper, no good, rattled out by Kawhi. Defensive rebound picked up for Utah. We're on the road to 15K, everybody. We're almost there, everyone. Thanks so much for supporting the stream. That's a three. No good, hit the rim short by Ingles. Offensive rebound, put back is good, though, by Rudy Gobert. He's got his first two on the board for Rudy tonight. Utah up by 7, 10-3. 8:30 left to go in the first quarter. Clippers will bring it up the court with Jackson. Jackson dribbles to the top. He moves it back outside, but Batum slides it outside to Jackson again at the right wing. Jackson defended one-on-one by O'Neal around the perimeter. 6 in the shot clock. Jackson looking to pass it. He's got to pass it. Moves it cross-court left corner. Back out left wing. 2 in the shot clock. Driving right down the lane. Watch out. Thunderous right-handed jam by Paul George. Goes through with a right-handed slam. And it's a 5-point game with 8 minutes left to go in the first. Away from the basketball. Offensive foul picked up. It's on Rudy Gobert for Utah. So turnover by the Jazz, and the Clippers will have it back with 8:04. Trevor, welcome to the stream here. Big Rondo fan. Lennox on the stream taking the Clippers. What's good, everybody? O'Neal, Oreo Pudding. Glad to have you guys back in the stream. Rudy Gobert knocked down Marcus Morris. And that was an offensive foul picked by Rudy. Clippers have possession. At the left wing perimeter, George moves it outside to Jackson at the top. Jackson defended one-on-one by Mitchell. Dribbles towards his right. At the right wing, switched. Defended by Bogdanovic. Gives him space. Takes the three. Nails it. As that is good by Reggie Jackson. Second made three of the game. 7:35 left to go in the first. 6 out of the 8 by Reggie. Mitchell at the top. Mitchell off a double team. Slides it out left wing. O'Neal passes left corner. Bogdanovic outside to O'Neal. Back over to the top here to Mitchell. Mitchell at the edge of the LA logo. Dribbles at the top of the key. Takes a 30-footer. No good off the back rim as Paul George snags the defensive rebounds. 7:15 on the clock approaching George. At the top, dribbles up, drives, backs his way. 15-foot jump shot, hits it, we're tied. 7-zip run by the Clippers now as we are even 10 apiece. John Mark in the stream, welcome in, taking the Clippers. Billy, welcome back to the stream here. Bogdanovic moves to that left corner. O'Neal slides it over. Left wing Ingles back out to the top. Bogdanovic dribbles right down the lane. Puts it up. No good. Too strong off the glass. And defensive rebound snatched away for the Clippers. George has it. Takes up the court with a three. No good. Hit the rim short. Not a good decision there by Paul George as he had no teammates back. They move it out right corner. Bogdanovic dumps it inside to Gobert off his fingertips. Batum tips it off the backside of Gobert. Goes out of bounds. Heads up defensive play there by Nick Batum. Yeah, the Clippers need much more from their starters. So, definitely, Dyer, if the Clippers want to win this game, they need a ton more from Kawhi and Paul George. Those being the two. They're getting a lot from Jackson, though. He has stepped up in the playoffs. Kevin on the stream, welcome in. Taking Utah. Sanita taking the Clippers. Welcome in, everybody. Clippers have possession. 6:20 left to go in the first. Right down the lane. They put it up. No good off the back rim. George missed it. As Derek Favors comes into the game for the first time today to replace Gobert in the court. Favors grabbed the rebound. Clarkson also into the game for the first time today. A lot of people out in the Philippines rooting for their man, JC Jordan Clarkson, number 00. Mitchell has it at the edge of the logo. 5 in the shot clock. Dribbles defended by Kawhi. Mitchell with 4 in the shot clock off a double team. Passes right corner, catching fire at the shot clock, and that's an air ball. No good by Bogdanovic. That will be a Utah turnover. He had a great look. What a pass by Mitchell off a double team by Kawhi and Paul George. Kelly hoping that here that the Jazz get the sweep, so you can see Skip Bayless flip it out there. Put in another pair of his Kawhi shoes in the trash bin. Mactar in the stream, welcome in. Let me know out in the chat who you got in this game, Utah or the Clippers here. Hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe if you guys will be interested being a part on this stream. Thanks so much, everybody, for being a part tonight. Utah started out perfect, 3 for 3 from the floor. They were up 8-0. Now they're 1 for 9 shooting ever since. Back to the top, Batum. Batum drives right down the lane inside. And they're not going to call the dunk. They're not going to count it. Utah picks up a reach and fall before the dunk by Batum, so it stays 10-10. Tennessee baseball super regional game right now. Best of luck there to your team, Dakota. Ash in the stream, welcome in. Leo Mar from the Philippines, glad to have you guys back on the stream. A lot of awesome Philippine supporters. You guys are the best. We're back into action. Clippers get the ball. They turn the corner. Kawhi underneath, defended by Favors. Puts it up to the bucket. And that is good for 2 by Kawhi. Clippers take the lead first time tonight, 12-10. 5.5 left to go in the first. 9-zip run by the Clippers and over the last 3 minutes. Mitchell drives. No good. Too strong off the glass. Tough defense for the Clippers. Here they go on the break. Kawhi at the top. Dribbles right behind the defender. Floats it up. And before it's going to lead to another Utah reach and foul. The clock will stop with 5:18. I feel like this Clippers team, they've been down multiple times before. I feel like they're better playing from behind. It's just in the close game they've struggled. They've struggled picking up victories in crunch time. Turnaround jumper, and no good by Kawhi. Rolled around the rim and out. Defensive rebound picked up for Utah. 5 minutes left to go in the first. Jazz have possession. Mitchell at the right wing, defended 1-on-1 by Kawhi. Off a double team, Jackson comes along, swings it out left corner, catching fire. Clarkson nails it. Jordan Clarkson sinks down the three-point shot, and Utah on top 13-12. That is a nice cross-court feed by Mitchell. 4:40 left to go in the first. Third made 3 of the game for Utah. Jackson bounced past the Batum. Batum drives on Favors, banks it up and in with a left hand. Takes a tumble underneath the hoop as well for Batum. Clippers on top by 1. 4.5 left to go in the first. Utah has possession. Mitchell at the edge of the Staples Center logo. Passes ball to the backcourt. Got deflected, so O'Neal picks it up. 10 on the shot clock. O'Neal gives it out wide over to Clarkson. Clarkson at the left wing, defended 1-on-1 by Kawhi. He has it off a double team. Takes the jumper. Tough one. No good. Hit the rim short, but team snags the defensive rebound. Clippers have it, approaching 4 minutes left to go in the first. Left wing perimeter Jackson. He's defended by Mitchell. Now he turns the corner, dribbles inside, moves it outside to Morris. Morris takes it to the free throw circle. 15-footer right down the pipe right there. Hits it for Marcus Morris. And the Clippers with their largest lead, as Utah will burn a timeout, down to 6 timeouts as well with 3:55 remaining. Big time shot by Morris, hand in the face. Contested by Derek Favors. For Utah, they need to get back on the court. Rudy Gobert, as he picked up a personal foul. Favors came in his spot, and now that's why it opened up the door. Clippers able to get on the run because of that. All right, we take a timeout from the action here. If you guys are doing the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Got over 300 viewing the stream right now. You guys are awesome for being a part here tonight on the channel. We have 3:55 left to go in the first quarter. It started out Joe Ingles making 2 3-point shots. He's the top scorer for Utah with 6 points. 2 each by Rudy Gobert. And Bogdanovic got 2 as well. Donovan Mitchell, though, the shocker here, Mitchell has yet to score so far. He has 2 really good assists off being double teamed. So the Clippers putting double teams on Mitchell, and that's been the difference so far to stop Mitchell in this game. 6 points by Reggie Jackson, as he knocked down 2 3-point shots early. He's the top scorer for the Clippers, and then 4 by Paul George, 2 each by Batum, Kawhi, and Marcus Morris. MAA, what's good here? Glad to have you in the stream again. Let me know out in the chat who you guys got in this one if you haven't already done so. Clippers or Jazz? Reynold in the stream, welcome in. He's taking the Clippers tonight. Yeah, if anybody's interested, check out the Behind Your Basketball merchandise. That link is now posted in the chat. We got some pretty cool stuff out there. Short sleeve shirts, long sleeve shirts, iPhone cases, pillow stickers, sweatshirts. So check that out if you guys would like. Keo on the stream, thanks so much for supporting here, bud. Vegas taking the Jazz tonight. Yeah, if the Jazz win this, the Clippers are in really deep trouble for the Clippers. It's so tough to come down 3-0 in the series, especially against this Jazz team that's just, they have multiple 3-point shooters lined up throughout the lineup. And that home crowd was rocking in Utah. And Phoenix got their home crowd rocking too. What I like about the Jazz home crowd, it's so cool how they've been putting like different t-shirts, like they have different t-shirt nights or so. Their first game against Memphis, they had white, and then they had yellow a couple days ago. They had orange in one of the games too in this series. It looks so cool. Everybody out there in the crowd gets like an orange t-shirt and wears it during the game. What's good, Jose? Welcome back in. 54321, welcome back to the stream here. Yeah, definitely a lot at stake here, especially more for the Clippers. This is a pivotal Game 3 for the Clippers, knowing that they're down to 0-2 in the series. If they win this one, then they increase their chances a ton to get back into the series like they did against Dallas being down 0-2. If they lose this one, then it most likely means that they're done. It's tough to win the next 4 straight games in a row. So we are back to action, 16-13. It will be Utah possession with 3:45 left to go in the first. Mitchell moves it out left wing perimeter to Clarkson. Clarkson takes the 3 over Jackson. He hits it. That is a tough one. Hand to the face, and Jordan Clarkson with his second made triple of the game. We're even at 16. 3.5 left to go in the first. Clippers have possession. Kawhi at the top of the key, moves it outside to Jackson left wing. Jackson defended by Clarkson, passes left baseline to Morris. Morris defended 1-on-1 by Niang. Takes the jumper, gets it. Back-to-back Jays sinking by Marcus Morris for the Clippers by 2, 18-16. And the stat to note so far, Donovan Mitchell, no points, 0 for 3 from the floor, seeing multiple double teams. Nice pass by Mitchell outside. O'Neal lines up the 3, couldn't hit it though, hit the rim short. Defensive rebound picked up for the Clippers. Under 3 minutes left to go in the first. Jackson puts the ball into the hands of Kawhi. Dribbles right baseline underneath. Shovel pass to Zubac. One dribble. Puts it up. No good. Tries to tip it up in. Kawhi couldn't get it up and through, but he gets contacted on his way up, and the clock will stop with 2:51. Yeah, I heard about that. Julio Jones going to wear a new number for Tennessee. So 2 free throws coming up in the line by Kawhi. Tomorrow night, I should be back in time to cover Bucks against Nets. Game 4 tomorrow. That will tip off at 3 o'clock Eastern time in the afternoon. So I should be back by then. And also, I plan on covering Suns against Nuggets Game 4 tomorrow, as the Suns look to go for a sweep. As Derek Favors will check out of the game, Rudy Gobert comes back into the game for Utah. In that game, Phoenix against Denver will tip off at 8 o'clock Eastern time. Luke Kennard will check into the game first time today for the Clippers. And Pat Beverly is out there as well. So they got Beverly, Kawhi, Kennard, Zubac, and Paul George, the 5 in the court. As Morris and Batum have come out as well. Second free throw by Kawhi. It's up and it's through. Nomar, thanks so much for finding my stream. Appreciate it here. You guys are awesome tonight. 300 plus right now. If you're new in the channel, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Missed 3, no good at the right wing by Ingles. Clippers pick up the defensive rebound. George. At the right wing, gives it out top of the key to Beverly, back outside to George. Paul George defended one-on-one, as he will take it to the free throw circle, backs his way, turn around. It's up, no good, hit the rim short. Utah comes out with a defensive board. Clarkson will bring it up the court. Clarkson moves it out right wing to Ingles. Whistle will fall. It's picked up on a reach, and clock will stop with 2:21. Yeah, that's a huge game. Bucks Nets tomorrow. Because if the Bucks take that, the series is even at 2. If the Nets take that, it looks like the Nets are going to win it. Probably in less than 7 if the Nets go up 3-1 tomorrow. Pass underneath. That is good. To the bucket for Utah. They cut it to a 2-point game. Chris in the stream, welcome in here from Cincinnati, watching on the channel. Thanks so much for supporting. Top of the key 3, Paul George. Sinks one as that goes down. If the Clippers win this game, Paul George going to have to play a superior role tonight to be a reason why, instead of missing over 10-plus shots. At the right wing, that ball is poked loose. Pat Beverly giving Clarkson right there a no-no as Beverly poked it out of bounds off the dribble by Clarkson. BRD, welcome on the stream once again. He's taking the Jazz. John Mark, welcome on board. Minute 40 left to go in the first. Ingles gets the inbound for Utah. 4 in the shot clock. Ingles, wide open 3, takes it, and he delivers. Joe Ingles, with all the daylight out in front of him, sinks down the triple. It's a 2-point game. His third made 3 tonight. He's got 11 points for Ingles. Clippers have possession. Top of the key. It's Kawhi. Kawhi dribbles to the left elbow. Takes the jumper. It's up and through. That is down for 2 by Kawhi. Tony on the stream, welcome in. Mike on the stream, thanks so much for coming back here from Taiwan. Glad to have you guys be a part of the stream. Ingles drives down the lane, shot fake, look at the pass it back, bounce pass off to the rollout, dumps it off to Rudy Gobert with a two-handed jam right underneath the hoop and throws it down with a flush. 2-point game again. 55 seconds left to go, approaching that mark in the first. Clippers fell in the backcourt by Beverly. He got up, though, passed over to Zubac, hands it off to Beverly. Lobs it over. Ball into the hands of Kawhi. Left baseline, working on Oni. Gets past him. Moves it out to the top, but deflected and stolen by Ingles for Utah. Clarkson has it. Jacks up or tries to jack up a 3 in transition. And the Clippers will pick up a personal foul around the perimeter. Clock will stop with 41.6. It's going to be a Utah inbound. 41.6 seconds left to go. Terrence Mann, sophomore player from Florida State, checks into the game now for the Clippers. Mike here in the membership. Let's get that member hype out in the chat here for Mike as he has joined the membership. Thanks so much, man. Really appreciate it. You guys are awesome here being a part of the channel. We got 30 channel members. Utah gets the inbounds. At the right wing, it is Ingles. He has made 3 threes so far tonight. Hands it off to Clarkson. Slides it over to Ingles. Ingles drives, floats it up. No good off the back rim. Tipped up, and the Clippers will come up with a defensive rebound. 20 seconds left to go. George will slow it down. Shot clock turned off. Game clock down to 15 seconds. George defended one-on-one by Mie Oni, second-year player from Yale. George at the edge of the Staples Center logo at the S of the right wing. Dribbles up. Moves it out right corner. Shot fake. Right baseline dribble. Beverly floats up the teardrop. It's good. Up and in off the glass. Gets it for two. And the Clippers by 4 with 1.6 seconds left. Inbound to Gobert, who launches a rare three at half court and no good. Off the top left side of the backboard as we end the first quarter in the books. Clippers by 4, 27-23. Wow. What a start to this game. Clippers were down early, 8-0. And we've seen this all over the place so far throughout the season for the Clippers, that they've been down early, and then they come back. They did it in game number 3 against Dallas. They were down 30-11 in the first quarter, and Luka was going off, I think he made like 3 straight threes in a row for Dallas, and then the Clippers just kept on attacking the lanes and getting to the bucket, and at halftime, the Clippers were 70% from 2-point range against Dallas in Game 3. So good bounce-back start for the Clippers here. Yeah, there's been a lot of tough shots. Marcus Morris has hit a couple of jumpers with a hand in the face. Yeah, big key. Superman, what's good here? Welcome to the stream. Donovan Mitchell has been double-teamed multiple times tonight. He's scored nothing. Donovan Mitchell has led to him getting the ball out of his hands off of double teams, which he's been able to make some great decisions, moving it cross-court. Clarkson, he found for a wide-open three at the left corner. It's been a good competitive game, though, so far, so it's been awesome. John Louis on the stream, welcome in here from the Philippines. Glad to have you guys back in the channel. If you're new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Currently, we just ended the first quarter. We're going to move on to the second quarter, everybody. We'll give you a little bit of a roll down so far in this game, what's going on. Joe Ingles made 3 3-point shots in quarter number 1. Back-to-back threes to put Utah up 8-0 in the first minute 14, where Ty Lue had to burn a timeout with nothing to show for on the board to start off the game for the Clippers. They started off with a disastrous turnover as Kawhi dribbled straight down the lane. Mitchell came up with a steal. Joe Ingles leads the way, 11 points, making 3 threes. Jordan Clarkson catching fire, making 2 3-point shots so far. And then 4 points by Rudy Gobert. And Donovan Mitchell. Odd start to his game so far, as he's got nothing to show for on the board. 0 points for Donovan Mitchell, 2 assists for Utah's star. And for the Clippers, leading the way, as they've got so far in this game for the Clippers, 6 separate scores, 7 points by Paul George. And they knew they needed to have a big game tonight from PG-13, as he's been struggling throughout the playoffs with his shooting efficiency. 6 points by Kawhi, 6 points by Reggie Jackson, making 2 threes. And then 2 each by Batum and Beverly, as Marcus Morris has hit down 2 really difficult jump shots, deep twos, and he's got 4 points so far from Morris. D. Sheely, welcome to the stream here. Eugene, welcome in. Yeah, terrific turnaround for the Clippers, because this game was looking like it was going to head to disaster in the first, minute and 15 seconds. And they've really done a great job tightening up their defense. And the Clippers went on a 9-zip run. That was when Rudy Gobert picked up a foul. And then Derek Favors came into the game, and that's when they went on that 9-zip run. We're back to action. Clippers take a 3, hit the front rim, no good. They get the offensive rebound. Kennard passes to the right corner. They drive right baseline, man, puts it up, no good. Tough defense, tipped up. Offensive rebound by Zubac, and he gets poked in the eye as the clock has to stop with 11:40 in the second. Rudy Gobert defending Zubac down low. You the man, welcome to the stream again. Mitchell currently on the bench for Utah. This is a prime opportunity to keep on running up the score to extend the lead for the Clippers. The refs are gonna take a look at this foul. It doesn't look like there's anything. Oh, it's on Clarkson. Yeah, it's on Clarkson. Gobert was battling Zubac for the rebound, and it was on Clarkson. Clarkson just tried to go for the ball, and he swiped Zubac in the eye. So that foul was assessed to Clarkson. What's good, Nick? Welcome to the stream again. Glad to have you guys back in the channel. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything flagrant. I think he just had like a late reaction time to Zubac rebounding the ball. So we have 11:40 left to go in the second. Zubac will get sent to the line. First shot good by Zubac. And he's going to shoot a second free throw coming up as well. What's good? Tariq on the stream, welcome in. Mike Conley, once again, he's out due to that hamstring injury. Yeah, it's been impressive what Utah's done without their lead point guard. So they assess it to Clarkson as a flagrant one. His reaction time is really late to that rebound, and he just comes in with a swipe on the face of Zubac. Zubac misses the second free throw. Clippers will get the inbound. Man moves it over to Zubac. Zubac hands it into the hands to George. George dribbles left baseline, takes the jumper. No good off the back rim. Tipped up, crashing the glass, and the Jazz will pick up the defensive rebounds. 11:25 left to go in the second. Clarkson takes the three. Is open. Splash as he delivers by Jordan Clarkson. Third made three tonight. What a start from him. 9 points off the bench for the sixth man of the year. Shot fake. Driving right down the lane. George floats it up. Another missed shot by PG-13. Lost it out of bounds. It will stay. Clippers ball, though. Deflected out by Utah. What's good, Malika? Welcome back. Ira, thanks so much for finding my stream again. Yeah, glad to have you back at the stream once again. Ira watched me in the bubble last year. Thanks so much for being a part of the channel. You guys are awesome here for supporting. The refs are gonna have this one. Yep, it's gonna be an inbounds. Clippers have a top of the key. Shot fake, slides to the left, launching it, and they get it. Batum hits down the three for the Clippers. Nick Batum now with 5 points. 10:50 left to go in the second. Utah moves it over left wing Clarkson. Clarkson defended one-on-one by George. And he's going to dribble back out left corner, front court. Dribbles up, takes the three. No good this time off the back rim. Defensive rebound picked up for the Clippers. They dribble past half court, out to the left wing perimeter man. Man slides over to Batum, back over to Man at the left wing. Man turns the corner, dribbles. Oh, he just fooled Clarkson. No good, though, as Clarkson flopped inside, and Utah will pick up a rebound as the Clippers pick up a reach and fall in the Utah backcourt. Queen Gem on the stream, welcome in here. Watching with Jerry, thanks so much for finding my channel. Coco Peds, welcome back to the stream. If you guys are new in the channel, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I appreciate everybody for being a part of the stream. We entered the stream today, 10 subscribers under 15,000. So you guys are incredible. At the top, they'll take a three. Ingles wide open, delivers. It's 31-29 now as that goes down. Cuts it to a 2-point game. Ingles makes his fourth three with 14. Clippers have it at the left wing perimeter. Man moves it over to George. Back outside, left baseline. Man backs his way on Niang, moves it out to the left wing. They will dribble right down the lane with the right hand. That is good by Paul George. Lays it up and in for two. Clippers by 4 now, 33-29. Perfect 9 in the stream. Taking the Clippers in 6 to win 4 straight. Ingles passes right corner, launching the three, no good off the back rim, missed by Miaoni. Tipped around in the key, and the refs will pick up. Refs are going to call this a personal foul. It's going to be on Zubox, it looks like, assessed to, and the game clock stops when 9:24. Yeah, I think he means maybe like update the score more for you guys, even though I have the scoreboard. Some people do listen or so. So yeah, I could do that. I could do both of the teams' points, because sometimes they do it like by 4 or so, as Niang loses the dribble, right baseline dribble, and he lost it out of bounds. Turnover by Utah. Clippers will have it back with 9:17 left to go. Clippers up by 4, 33-29. I got your score update right there, Dakota. Hopefully Tennessee is able to bounce back for you there, bud. At the right wing, Morris gets open, takes the three, hits it as it goes down for the triple by Marcus Morris. So he is feeling it with his three tonight here at Staples Center. 9 minutes left to go in the second. Clippers extend the lead up by 7, 36-29. Niang will launch a three. Before, out on the perimeter, Clippers will reach in and pick up a personal foul. What's good? Robert in the stream, welcome in from Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah, we went up late last night after I covered yesterday's game. We got in around 2 in the morning. Donovan Mitchell is yet to score tonight, 2 assists for Utah's Stars. He checks into the game first time in the second quarter. 8:50 in the second, Mitchell, defended by Batum at the right wing. Bounce pass over to Clarkson at the top. 4 in the shot clock. Clarkson at the left wing, thinking about a step back and a float up a circus type of three-point shot, missed. The tip-in couldn't go down. Second chance gets it, as that is good for Utah underneath. Relentless possession. 5-point game, 36-31. Under 8.5 left to go before halftime. George swings it out cross court. Wide open three. Jackson right down the middle right there. Drills it for Reggie Jackson. Clippers by 8, 39-31 with 8:10 in the second. Drives down the lane. Clarkson floats it up, no good off the backboard. Tipped around. George lost it out. That should have been the clear rebound for Paul George, but nope, off the top of his fingertips out of bounds. It will stay Utah ball. Utah, heads up play. It's by Mitchell. Puts it off the backside of Batum, and it goes out of bounds again when nobody was open. So Utah will keep it. 13 on the shot clock. 8:05 left to go in the second. Mitchell from the corner passes over left corner. In trouble is Favors. Dumps it over to Clarkson. He dribbles down the lane. Swarmed, and that will be a Utah turnover. Clarkson gets called for the turnover. It's going to go back to the Clippers with 8 minutes left to go. Jordan Clarkson became first player in NBA playoff history with 6 made threes in back-to-back games off the bench. He did it in game number 1, game number 2 this series. Kawhi at the right elbow. Drives down the lane, puts it up, no good. Too strong off the glass. Unlike Kawhi right there, he should have finished. Utah comes out with a defensive rebound. Mitchell floats one up, 15-footer. Finally, something goes down for Donovan Mitchell. 6-point game currently, 39-33, Clippers on top. Clippers have the possession. Jackson got some space, takes the three straight away. Make it 4 for 4 as he drills another three. Reggie sinking down the threes tonight here in the Staples Centers. The crowd explodes with 7:21 in the second. What a start by Reggie Jackson. He has been big all throughout the playoffs. Has really kicked it into another gear. We take a timeout, 42-33, Clippers by 9. 7:21 left to go in the second if you guys are just joining us. We've had multiple threes raining in this game. The Clippers have made 7 threes, 64% from the perimeter. 7 for 11 right now for the Clippers shooting the three ball. Utah 7 for 16. Still really good from three for both these teams. Utah 44%. And 14 made threes combined. Reggie Jackson with 4 out of the 7 for the Clippers so far. When you put it all together, the big difference in this game has been the defense for the Clippers. It has stepped up today, and that's been the struggle all throughout the playoffs. They've had a lot of trouble with their defense. As in the first series, Luka went off for Dallas. He had a game where Luka scored or assisted on 84% of the plays, and he dropped down 42 points and had 14 assists in one of the games in the playoff series. That put up Dallas in the series 3-2. And then over here, last two games, Utah goes for 17 threes game 1, 20 threes in game number 2. Still knocking down their threes, but the Clippers defense has been able to step up. And their interior D is causing Utah a lot of problems so far. James in the stream, welcome in. Yeah, that name sounds familiar there. That's awesome, man. Yeah, great quote there by Behind the Arc fan. He puts out the Jazz remind him of the type of team, if you put your mind to it, you can do it. That type of team for Utah. Because if you looked at Utah before the season started, probably wouldn't think that they were contenders, especially after like them getting knocked out last year in the first round, all the tension that had surrounded in the offseason with Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell. And then they come out like this, and they start out the season terrific, and they've held it all throughout the series as the top team with a best record in the NBA. Even though it came down, I think like with 2 weeks left to go, Phoenix came close, and Phoenix and Utah were going back and forth, battling for first place, and then Utah took over the 1 seed at the very end again. Connor, welcome back to the stream once again. Yeah, Reggie Jackson has been a savior for the Clippers. So if you're just joining us, Reggie Jackson is a perfect 4 for 4 from three-point range. He has got 12 points. Paul George got 12 as well. For Utah, top scorer is Joe Ingles with 14. Clarkson's got 11 off the bench. Yeah, I don't know that yet. That's a great slogan there. Kelly puts out, how does the Brooklyn Nets not have shirts that say these Nets? Bottom of the 5th inning looks like for Dakota's Tennessee Vols at bat. 2 strikes, 2 balls, 1 out. I got you there. Best of luck with your team, Dakota. Hopefully they'll be able to pull through for you. As we are right back to action, 42-33. Utah will take a 3, and Donovan Mitchell hits down the triple. And once Mitchell starts to cook, then it's going in the opposite direction here in Utah's way. 6-point game, 42-36 now. Under 7 left to go in the second. Top of the key, Jackson. He's got some space defended by Bogdanovic. Entry pass, lobs over to Kawhi. Kawhi, spin move. Off a double team by Clarkson, then Favors underneath. Moves over to Mann, attacks the lane with the right hand. Tough one, gets it up and in. Off the backboard as he weaves his way right past Derek Favors to the cup. It's an 8-point lead for the Clippers, 44-36. At the top, Clarkson. Clarkson drives on Mann. As Mann tried to force a tie, couldn't get it at the right elbow. Clarkson, 8 in the shot clock, gives it over right wing, catching fire on a 3. Bang, bang, hits it. Donovan Mitchell with a 3. 5-point game, 44-39. Wow. Mitchell getting hot right now. D Wade with a dono. Let's get that dono hype out in the chat from my man D Wade. Let's go, everybody. Approaching 6 minutes left to go. Clippers missed the shot, no good. Utah takes up the court, stripped away. Kawhi comes up with a steal on Mitchell. Weaves his way down the lane with a Euro step, throws it down with a right-handed jam. What a swing of a possession right there for LA. Under 6 left to go in the second. Clippers by 7, 46-39. At the top, Mitchell. At the right wing, he dribbles back to the edge of the Staples Center logo. Mitchell switched, defended by Terrence Mann, spin move right down the lane. Oh, shifty move, puts it up, and it gets blocked from behind. Tough defense for LA. It's going to be Clippers ball. Jackson shovels it over to Kawhi. Back outside to Jackson, pump fake. Got some space, defended by O'Neal, but going to slow down the offense. 10 on the shot clock. Jackson, bounce pass, nice move behind his back over to Batum. Shot fake, drives right down the lane, and he gets swung on and fouled by Derek Favors from behind, who did not have possession. Clock will stop with 5:20 left to go. This should be 2 at the free throw line by Nick Batum for the Clippers. Wow, that's a ton of upside. I wouldn't bank on that one, RGR football fan, because Stephen A's in a whole nother level just with him being a character himself, but you never know someday. Mike with a dono. Let's get that dono hype for Mike here. You guys, the legends. Appreciate it. Appreciate my man Mike in the stream. The 170 from Taiwan. You guys are awesome. Let's get that dono hype here on the channel from Mike. You guys are incredible. 5:13 left to go, but team goes 1 for 2 at the free throw line. Mitchell hits the jumper. Donovan Mitchell getting red hot lately. Back-to-back buckets for Spider Mitchell with 5 minutes left to go in the second. 6-point game, Clippers up 47-41. Deep 2 jumper. Paul George sinks it as that goes down. Utah has possession. Mitchell defended top of the key by Mann. Bounce pass to the right wing. O'Neal slides over to Clarkson. Catching fire left corner 3. No good off the mark. Batum comes out with a defensive rebound. They're going to take it past half court for the Clippers up by 8. Kawhi attacks the lane and the reach and fall picked by Utah. Clock will stop with 4:33. Yep. That equates to about 6:15 right there. You guys are awesome. You guys are legends in the stream. Yeah, we had 8,000 in one of the chats. It was the Lakers against Golden State, the playing game. There were so many people in that playing game stream. It was unbelievable. Barco, welcome to the stream here again. We got 400 plus out in the chat. If you guys are new in the channel, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Clippers get the inbound. George moves out to the top. Batum passes right wing, shot fake. Jackson, step back 3 in the air. No good off the mark. Tipped up. Offensive rebound. Leads it over to Batum. Batum outside of Kawhi. 4:10 left to go. 10 on the shot clock in the second. Kawhi at the left elbow. Creates space. Takes the jumper. Hits it. As it's good by Kawhi Leonard. And the Clippers with their largest lead tonight. Largest lead of the game by 10. 51-41. 4 minutes left to play before halftime. Mitchell gives it out right corner. Catching fire. Bogdanovich. No good. Missed the 3. Clippers come up with a defensive rebound. Hit or miss league, and both of these teams are highly reliant upon the three-point shot. George takes the 3 straight away. Bang, bang, delivers. On the outside, right down the pipe by Paul George. 3:35 left to go, and the Clippers extend it to a 13-point lead, 54-41. Clippers on a roll now. Mitchell at the top. He's defended by Morris, forced to his left. Off a double team, Kawhi comes along. Mitchell gets it out of his hands fast. O'Neal swings it out left wing. Pass deflected out of bounds by Batum. Great defense once again for the Clippers there. Batum gets the deflection. 1.7 on the shot clock. Raymond on the stream, welcome in. My initial prediction, I had Suns against Clippers. I had. It's just so odd with these Clippers. Like, you never know with this team. They go down to 0-2 in the series, and tonight they're feeling it. The ball movement has been terrific. Inbound, fadeaway, Mitchell. Off the top of the backboard, that's going to be a shot clock violation. What's good? Joey in the stream, welcome in. Yeah, man, I was stunned when I called that Golden State-Memphis game, and Golden State got eliminated that night. Yeah, this game was 10-10 to start off. It was 8-0 at the beginning of this game, Utah. And then it was 10-10. Billy comes back, and he sees the Clippers up by 13. Clippers have possession. 8 on the shot clock. Under 3 left to go before half. That is good by Paul George, feeling it as he knocks down the right wing perimeter 3. Largest lead tonight for LAC, 57-41, with 2:56 left to play in the second quarter. It's a hit or miss league. And the Clippers, #1 in the NBA in shooting the 3-ball. And tonight, they're just feeling it from the perimeter. Where Morrison and Paul George have been cold in the first 2 games from the outside, now tonight, they are feeling it. Solo on the stream, welcome in. Taking Utah here for the comeback. Let me know out in the chat who you guys got. Utah, the Clippers. Right now, we're in a timeout. Clippers just feeling it from the perimeter. They made 9 threes so far in the first half. 9 for 15, 60% with a 3-ball. And Utah still shooting the ball terrific from 3. 9 for 20 themselves at 45%. The difference maker in this game has been the 2-point shots. And that's where, from 2, it's 13 for 26 from 2 is the Clippers tonight. So the Clippers are 50% from 2 as well. The 3s are raining. Reggie Jackson knocking down 4 three-point shots. Points in the paint in favor of the Clippers, 16-10. Not a whole lot of fouls so far in this game. It's moving by pretty fast. And the Clippers having terrific ball movement. 11 assists so far to 6 by Utah. And you can see both these teams working hard, getting that ball quick out of their hands currently. What's good? Ethan on the stream, welcome in. Glad to have you back in the stream, brother. A Jericho on the stream, thanks so much for finding my channel. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Ring that notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified future live streams I cover. As we're almost on the road to 15K, everybody, for subs here. You guys are legendary on the channel. Paul George has really stepped it up tonight. 20 points in the first half by Paul George as he was hearing the calling. Just like Giannis for the Bucks in game number 3, as everybody was like, where was Giannis in game number 2? Well, he comes out with a statement slam dunk. He had 3 slam dunks in the first quarter alone for Giannis, and the Bucks stole game number 3 over Brooklyn on Thursday. Here's Paul George. He has 20 points so far in this first half, so he has stepped up a ton. Reggie Jackson has been terrific throughout the playoffs for the Clippers. 12 points scored, making 4 3-point shots, and then Kawhi's got 10. And for the Jazz, Joe Ingles leads the way, 14 points. Clarkson's got 3 made threes. He's got 11 points by Clarkson. Mitchell's got 10. Mitchell recently starting to heat up. Mitchell had no points in the first quarter. He's got all 10 in the second. So we're going to get back to action in just a moment. Paul George has just had that type of season where he's had games where he's really felt it, and he's in the zone, and this is one of those type of games right now. And then he's had games that he's just stone cold from the floor, and usually that result means that the Clippers lose. And tonight, he's in the zone, he's feeling it, and they're up by their largest lead for LA now. They're up by 16. So we are back to action, 57-41, 2:45 left to go in the second. Utah gets the inbound. Bogdanovic hands it off to Mitchell. Mitchell defended at the left wing by Jackson. Shot fake as he'll take a 3 and drills it down. That's a tough shot by Donovan Mitchell, and he delivers from the perimeter. And Mitchell with 13 points in the second quarter alone. Starting to heat up for Spider Mitchell. Ellis in the stream here from Barbados. Thanks so much for stopping on the channel again. You guys are awesome here for being a part of the stream. That's a tough shot by Mitchell. Shot fake, over. The outstretched contested hands for Jackson. 2:20 in the second. Yeah, it looks like it, Goody, that the Suns are going to sweep the Nuggets in 4. Nuggets, I covered the Nuggets against Suns in game number 2, and Denver just did not want to be there in that game. George, fade away. No good off the back rim. Utah will come up with a defensive rebound. Jazz move it over to Mitchell. Mitchell at the right wing, approaching 2 minutes left to go on the clock, and looks like there's going to be a reach and fall picked up for the Clippers. This will stop the clock with 2:02. Non-shooting foul yet. Next time around, Utah will be in the bonus. Utah will get the inbound coming up. 2:02 left to go in the second. Clippers by 13, 57-44. I've got the Clippers tonight by 3, 112-109 was my prediction. Mitchell receives the inbound with 2 minutes left to play before half. Off a double team. Moves it over to Ingles. Turns the corner, drives with the left hand. Off the back rim twice. No good. Tipped off the glass. Gobert couldn't come up with a rebound, and Beverly gets it around the perimeter for the Clippers. Clippers attack the lane. George puts it over to Batum. Watch out. Air jam right down with a right-handed flush by Nick Batum. Receives the pass off from George in the post. Clippers by 15 with a minute and a half left to go before halftime. 59-44. That's an explosive right-handed jam by Nick Batum. Mitchell towards his right, takes the three, and he nails it by Spida Mitchell. 17 points all in the second quarter now by Donovan Mitchell. Utah down by 12 though. Kawhi at the right wing perimeter. Minute 15 left to go before halftime. Moves it out top of the key. Ball into the hands of Morris. Outside of Batum. Dribbles to the top. Takes the three over Gobert as he delivers. That is good for 3 by Nick Batum. Once again, Clippers lead by 15, 62-47. Final minute left to play before halftime. No good in that shot. High off the glass, missed by Utah. Clippers come up with a rebound, pushing tempo. Kawhi out on the break. Takes the three straight away, no good. Tipped up, Batum with offensive board. Back out left corner. 3 in the air. No good, missed the shot again by Kawhi. Utah will come up with a defensive rebound. Ruben Robes, welcome to the stream here, guys. Glad to have you back on the channel once again. Bogdanovic puts the ball to the outside to Mitchell. Deep 3 as he lined it up, but no good. Did not hit the rim. Off the right corner of the backboard. And it goes right back to the Clippers with a rebound. 8-second differential shot clock and game clock. Clippers have it with George, defended by Mitchell. George to the right wing, got some space. Takes the 3, no good, rattled out. And Rudy Gobert will come up with a defensive rebound. Shot clock turned off. 8 seconds left to play before halftime. Utah down by 15. Mitchell dribbles towards his right, to the right corner. And on the screen here, Bogdanovic goes down. Looks like there's going to be a personal foul picked up by Pat Beverly. Doing some chirping after the play was over, too. The usual for Pat Beverly, and the clock will stop with 5.6. So this will send Bogdanovic to the line for Utah, shooting 2 free throws with just over 5 seconds left. First free throw, it's good. What's good, Jamarcus? Welcome back on the stream. Pat Beverly going to check out of the game. Reggie Jackson comes back in for the final possession. Vegas feeling here that the Jazz going to get back into this game. Yeah, I think it's well from over. I think Utah's going to make this game much closer down the stretch. Second free throw coming up by Bogdanovic. 5.6 seconds left. Hits it. Puts it to a 13-point game. Clippers take the ball up the court. They're going to attack. Jackson with the right hand at the horn. Got it. With .4, they're going to count it? Yes, they will. As he gets it for Jackson. Utah up the court, and not enough time as we go into halftime. The Clippers lead it by 15 at the half, 64-49. Paul George with 20 points. Donovan Mitchell got 16 in the first quarter alone. Or second quarter alone for Mitchell. Had nothing in the first quarter. He was held to 0. And in the second quarter, Mitchell comes alive for 16. What a game so far. The very start of this game, first minute and 14, as we'll go back to how this game begun. It looked like total disaster for the Clippers in this game at the very start. Clippers were up before a blink of an eye. It was 8-0 in the first minute 14. And it was Joe Ingles who knocked down 2 3-point shots to start off this game. He had 6 points out of the 8. 8-0 Utah. And then the Clippers came back. They went on 1 point when Rudy Gobert picked up a personal foul. Derek Favors came into the game. And then that's where the Clippers started game momentum. They went on a 9-zip run. And the Clippers tied up the game at 10. It was 8-0 Utah, 8-3. The Clippers got on the board with a 3. And Reggie Jackson has been a spark for the Clippers. He has hit some really big shots. And the three-point shooting for the Clippers, this is the reason why Clippers are on top, is because they've been working really well from the perimeter so far. The ball movement's been terrific, and it's because of these two main causes here. Number one, three-point shooting. Number two, assists. Right now, currently, Clippers have made 10 three-point shots in that first half. Utah's made 11. Clippers are 10 for 20 at 50% from the outside. Utah's at 48%, 11 for 23 so far. And then both these teams haven't gone to the free throw line a ton. Clippers have only made 3 trips to the line, 4 for 6 to the charity stripe, whereas Utah's only won once, perfect 2 for 2. And then you line it up, a couple other things. Clippers looking efficient inside as well. And the big difference here in this game has been the Clippers with their defense. The defense has shown up tonight, making the interior shots tough for Utah. And Utah's only made 7 2-point shots tonight. So they made 11 threes, but they've only made 7 2-point shots. And that's where the Clippers defense has the edge so far, has been in the interior. What's good, Showtime? Welcome back on the stream. He's looking for the Clippers defense against the Nets offense. Might be one of the best matchups in the finals. Yeah, that was my prediction, was Nets Clippers in the finals. The Clippers defense, some of these games in the playoffs, they've struggled, even though they've been terrific throughout the season, but they have finally, in this game today, in the first half, they have really shown that they can stop the interior attack that Utah has tried to go to with the twos today, and the Clippers have shut that down. And they put multiple times double teams on Donovan Mitchell in the first quarter. We haven't seen it as much in the second. That's why Mitchell's gone off. Yeah, I think it's a coaching problem for the Clippers, that they slipped down like that 2-0 in the series, because they had that last game, and they had game one as well, and they just couldn't win both of those games. Even though they had leads in both of those games, they weren't able to win those games. I think one of the things for the Clippers that they have lacked this year is, because last year they had Montrezl Harrell last year for the Clippers, 6th man of the year, and this year they're not really as deep as what they have so far this season. And mostly throughout the season, they've been highly reliant whenever both of them play together with Kawhi and Paul George. Like, they're taking the majority of the shots. And now we see Reggie Jackson stepping up his game, and he's been a savior as the number 3 guy for the Clippers. What's good? Welcome to the stream, everybody. Team Combras, welcome in here at halftime. Benji, welcome to the stream again. Jerome, welcome back in the stream here, bud. Adam, thanks so much for stopping by once again here. Dennis on the stream, welcome in. Fresh Milk and C2, welcome on board again. We got Chunky Cheese out here too. A lot of legends on the stream right now. Stacy, welcome in. Definitely 2 halves to a game. I've covered a lot of games this year that there's been like 20-point comebacks. So this game is far from over. I think Utah's going to put this one to single digits tonight at some point. They're going to draw back. My prediction was the Clippers by 3, 112-109. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Currently, we're just at halftime, everybody. Glad to have you guys part of the stream tonight. It's just a 180 flip here between the 2 quarters. First quarter, Donovan Mitchell doesn't score, shoots the ball 0 for 3. And then in the second quarter, he goes off 6 for 10 as he is the hot hand. And this is concerning for the Clippers. So even though LA's up by 15 now at halftime, Mitchell's the hot hand, and he can single-handedly take over games. And he dropped down 16 in the second quarter. He's gonna have another big game here. Wouldn't shock me if he goes for 30 plus. John on the stream, welcome in. Ryan Ralph on the stream here. Thanks so much for finding my channel, taking the Clippers. Obtuse Juice, welcome back on the stream. Things going pretty well. Yeah, this game has been kind of like a roller coaster today. It started out like a nightmare for the Clippers. They were down 8-0 to start. And then they came back, they tied up at 10. And then the Clippers took the lead, and now they're up by double digits at halftime. Yes, I should be back tomorrow, Mike. So I plan on covering Bucks Nets tomorrow. I should be back tomorrow at home at 3 o'clock. I usually get back around like 1:30, 2 o'clock or so when we go away. Because it's about a 3-hour drive. Yeah, so I plan on covering both of the games tomorrow. Also, Phoenix against Denver, Game 4. Yeah, Clippers are just hitting their shots in the first half. That's been the difference. They've been hitting tough shots, too. The Clippers playing with energy on the court. Nick Batum, he had a really big slam dunk. I think the difference so far in this game is when Rudy Gobert picked up the early foul. That's when it sent Derek Favors into the game, and he's been having a lot of trouble keeping up defending the interior. And that's been the difference, because the Clippers have been the Clippers with their points in the paint are outscoring Utah at halftime. Currently in points in the paint. Yeah, points in the paint favor. It's right now Clippers 18-10 in that stat over Utah with points in the paint. Hey, I'll catch you tomorrow, RJR football fan. Thanks so much for being a part here, and enjoy your drive, man. Stay safe there, brother. Violetta, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for finding my channel here out in the Philippines. Rana May from the Philippines, welcome to the stream. Braden, welcome to the stream here. He's taking the Jazz to win this one. Yep. Jason puts out, keep all microphones away from Rudy Gobert. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea there. Yeah, I don't know if I'm able to get those games. I actually don't have a subscription to ESPN Plus myself, because you have to pay to view those games. I think they're putting all those like international FIBA games on ESPN Plus. They usually put them on like odd channels and odd times that I can't get them or so. Goody's watching some Indiana Jones right now. That's awesome, man. Dakota's happy that Tennessee just tied up with LSU. That's awesome, man. Looks like you guys got a home run. Yeah, we might even have a special guest here on the stream in a little bit that we might get. I haven't shown him in quite a while, in the last couple months or so. He hasn't popped on, but I'm actually with my family right now, so we might get a special guest in here for later in the stream. Yeah, I agree, Obtuse Juice. That home crowd's been rocking for Utah. And Utah, even though I know a lot of the teams didn't have like fans in the stands this year, Utah led fan attendance this year. And you can see it right from the first game of the playoffs when they hosted Memphis. This crowd was just rocking. And Phoenix's crowd has been electric too. Yeah, totally true, Nelmar. Just a few threes for Utah, and this 15-point deficit for the Jazz will be gone. We saw that quickly, where the Nets were down 30-9 at the end of the first quarter against the Bucks, and then the Nets came back, and before you knew it, it was 30-18. Mike Budenholzer takes a timeout, and then And then a couple minutes later, the score is 34-30. Tomorrow, I'm going to take the Nets tomorrow to win. So I've got Brooklyn to go up 3-1. And then I've got Phoenix to win the sweep tomorrow. So I've got Phoenix to win and go 4-0, sweeping Denver. Yeah, so we have a really good channel supporter out here on the stream joining me. As we got a guest here. As we welcome in the guest. Let's get some guest hype out on the stream. As I'm going to welcome you guys with a special guest here. We don't have a dog actually as a pet. We do take care of the neighbor's dog though across the street. He's a handful. He's a golden retriever. But I've got two reptiles as pets that we have. We have a turtle, and we also have a tortoise as well. So here's the little guy for you guys. So here's my if you haven't seen, here's my tortoise. His name is Mr. Tops. Make sure to greet Mr. Tops as he says hello. I'll put him up for the camera here. And there he is. There's the little guy. So there's some guest hype for you. So that's Mr. Tops. As he will stare right into the camera. He's been good today. He likes to sleep next to the hat rack, though, when we bring him up here. So one last look. There he is. Hey, there we go. Let's get that 15K hype out on the stream here. That's awesome. Yo, we hit 15K. You guys are legends here on the stream. Really appreciate it. It's incredible. We started off this channel around like 2 years ago. We started off really slowly, but after like 10 months, we finally hit 1K. And then we started growing and growing and growing ever since. It was a couple big things that's really taken this channel off. The NBA playoffs, we start off with 1.3K for subs in the bubble, and we grew all the way to 8K last year by the end of the playoffs with the finals, Lakers and Heat. And then we started the March Madness tournament, I think around 9K, and we got to around 11K at the end of the March Madness tournament. And then over here in the playoffs, we've grown now from 11K to 15K so far. It's incredible. Thanks so much, guys. You guys are awesome. You guys legendary on the stream. Dave, what's good here? Welcome to stream. Hey, thanks so much, Braden, for watching this channel for around a year now. Really appreciate it, man. Hey, there you go. So, Tennessee hit a home run, so they're up 3-2 against LSU. Dakota's pumped up about that. Hey, thanks so much, Brandon. Appreciate it, bud. Yeah, so he is a Dalmatian Hermann's tortoise that we have. That's as much as he's gonna grow. He's been with us for around 6 years now. So he came in 2015, and so he's 6 years old. He came shipped tiny in a box from Arizona, and he started to grow, and now he's grown to about how he's gonna be throughout life. So that's as small as he is. He won't be like a big box tortoise. That's just like a huge tortoise. But he's really tiny. He can fit in your pocket. That's awesome. Braden, the Celtics fan, too. Thanks so much, brother, for finding my channel. Hey, I really appreciate it. Yeah, I try to do my best for you guys, talking about the game, giving insight, giving my all out here. Thanks so much, Mike. You guys are awesome. Augustine on the stream, welcome in here from French Guiana. Yeah, that was crazy. Game 6 of the NBA Finals, Vernon puts out. That was crazy. I remember I covered that stream up here in New Hampshire. We had like over 3,000 in the chat like constantly. It's so many people. So we're going to start the third quarter. It's about to begin. If you guys are new in the channel, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, and thanks so much for the 15K. Let's keep on growing, everybody. Morris passes over to Kawhi. Kawhi dumps it out right baseline. George swings it out to the right wing. Over to the top. Kawhi moves it over left wing. Jackson. Jackson had a chance, puts it out left corner. 3 in the air. Morris. No good. Rolled around the rim and out, and Bogdanovich comes out with a defensive rebound. 11:35 in the third. We're back to action. Utah down by 15 as they lost control of the basketball in the key by Bogdanovic. Kawhi comes up with a steal and the fall picked up by Mitchell right at half court. Clock will stop with 11:31. Wow, that's incredible, Braden. So his mom went to school to the same school as Brian Scalabrine. That's awesome, man. Tony in the stream, welcome in. Taking the Jazz here from the Philippines. Clippers will have possession. They go right to left in the court. Morris moves over to Kawhi. Kawhi shot fake, passes outside to Batum at the top of the key. Batum moves over right wing. Shot fake Kawhi, back out to Batum again. Batum takes the three. Off balance, but he gets fouled from the perimeter. And the clock will stop with 11:14. This was not on the shot it appeared to be. This should be Clippers inbound. Batum went straight to the ref. He thought it was on the shot. That was an odd shooting motion that he went into. Morris bounce passes into the hands of Batum. Hands it off to George. Drives down the lane off the dribble. Handoff. Missed and no good. Gets his own rebound back with a new shot clock. George puts up again. Tough defense by Gobert, but dumps it over to Kawhi. Kawhi spin move. Left baseline. Puts it up and gets past O'Neal and scores for two by Kawhi. Clippers with a first bucket in the third. 66-49. They lead it. Mitchell. High arcing layup attempt. He gets contacted and fouled. As Donovan Mitchell will head to the free throw line shooting two. Yeah, Dakota pumped up. Looks like Tennessee hit another home run. 10:52 left to go in the third. Spida Mitchell. 16 points. All 16 in the second quarter. Shooting two here at the charity stripe. First shot, no good. Missed off the back rim. Second free throw coming up by Mitchell. It's up and it's good. So Mitchell puts it to a 16-point game with the Jazz trailing. Clippers get the possession. Jackson will move it over to Batum. Hands it off to Kawhi. Kawhi dribbles at the right wing. He's defended by O'Neal. Drives down the lane inside. Kawhi, bounce pass, left wing Jackson. Jackson slides it out to the top. Shot fake Batum. Dribbles down the lane. Kicks it back outside. Tip deflected and O'Neal comes up with a steal around the perimeter. Moves it out. They got numbers. Right corner catching fire in a three. Bogdanovic couldn't hit it. But Rudy Gobert with a follow-up jam puts it back. As that is good for two underneath. Now cut to the 14 for Utah. Kawhi drives, dumps it out left corner, open three, Batum drills it, as that is good. Terrific ball movement, in to out as the Clippers up by 17, 69-52. 10 minutes left to go in the third. Mitchell dribbles, pro hop inside of, fed by Kawhi, gets past him to the cup, two more by Donovan Mitchell. Clippers have possession, under 10 minutes left to go in the third. Kawhi, he's open at the top, moves it outside Batum. Shot fake, dribbles, right down the lane. Get that out of there. Rudy Gobert with a massive rejection on Nick Batum. Jazz have the ball. Mitchell drives, splits the defense, couldn't finish with a layup, tipped off the glass, and the Clippers have the ball back. Clippers out on the break, 4-3, as they will take it up the court. Heavy contact, and Paul George collides right down the lane into Bogdanovic, and Paul George will commit the offensive foul. Clock will stop with 9:31. It's going to be Utah ball. Down by 15 for the Jazz. Jazz will have possession. Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific for the Clippers tonight. It's looking like Game 7 all over again when they play Dallas. Ingles. Inside the key, bounce pass top of the key, Bogdanovic. Bogdanovic drives with the right hand, too high off the glass, missed the layup. Defensive rebound picked up for the Clippers, approaching 9 left to go in the third. Back outside, George. George dribbles down the lane as he will put one up, and Rudy Gobert comes up with another block in the third. Second block here of the game for Rudy. Right down the lane, Mitchell splits defenders, couldn't finish. Tipped off the glass, Gobert couldn't put it home either. We do have a contacted foul, though. It's on the Clippers. And it's going to send Rudy Gobert to shoot 2 at the line. Anthony, welcome to the stream here, taking the Clippers tonight. Let's go, everybody. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Rudy Gobert with 2 monster rejections in the third quarter for Utah, and here he is at the free throw line. 6 points, 8 rebounds, 2 blocks tonight by Rudy. Hasn't been a lot of fouls so far in this game, and Utah will go to the free throw line just for their third trip tonight. First shot attempt at the line by Rudy. He gets it. Puts it back to a 14-point game. Oh, yeah. Joey puts out, imagine the compilation video every time Shannon says, skip. Yup. Oh, my gosh. Too funny. Second free throw coming up by Rudy. It's up, and that one's good as well. Thanks so much for keeping posted right there. Looks like Dakota's looking for his team to close it out. They're at the top of 7 in Tennessee versus LSU. 8:40 left to go in the third quarter here. Up by 13. The Clippers lead at 69-56. Kawhi gets open. Takes the jumper to right elbow and delivers for 2 by Kawhi. They've had a lot of space out there in the court tonight for the Clippers. Utah has possession. Mitchell attacks the lane. Tough defense by the Clippers. Mitchell tried to take it into a triple team, and the Clippers make him pay. LA comes out with the ball. George, right down the lane, throws it down. It's going to be over to Kawhi, who throws it down with a right-handed dunk. They're not going to count the dunk, though. It appears to be. Clock will stop with 8:13. As there was a foul on the course picked up on Utah before the dunk will count, and Ty Lue can't believe it. Ranger in the stream, welcome in. Taking the Clippers here. Ian, what's good here? Welcome back to the channel here, bud. George bounce pass off the roll down to the bucket by Kawhi. Yeah, they're going to say, I believe it's on Mitchell, who picks up the reach in from behind before Kawhi threw down the dunk. Clippers get the inbound. 15 on the shot clock. Kawhi attacks the lane. Gives it back outside. Moore, shot fake. Dribbles. As he'll take a fadeaway shot. Hits it over Bogdanovic. Wow, what a shot right there in the key that goes down by Marcus Morris. Clippers up 73-56. Pass over to Gobert. And Nick Batum will pick up a blocking foul defending Gobert as Rudy will head back to the free throw line shooting 2. Yeah, you guys are welcome to share it over on social media as well if anybody's interested. If you're new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Let's go, everybody. I cover basketball games, play-by-play of NBA games, also college hoops as well after when the college hoop season comes back in November. 7:54 in the third. 2 shots here at the line by Rudy Gobert. First one gets it. Drennan, welcome to the stream again. Rooting for Kawhi here. Clippers have really stepped up tonight. Crisp, clean ball movement. That's precise. Playing as a complete team. Yeah, things been going pretty well for me today. I got a lot of fresh air outside. I got a lot of nature in me today as I was outside for a good 5-6 hours today, walking some walking trails. Second free throw is good by Rudy Gobert. Clippers have only turned it over 4 times tonight. Utah with 10 turnovers. Kawhi splits down the lane as he's able to get past Gobert. O'Neal to the cup and throws it down with a right-handed slam. That brings the house here on fire at the Staples Center with the energy by the Clippers. 7.5 in the third. Clippers up by 17. A 3 taken for Utah. They hit it at the right wing perimeter. 75-61, 7:15 in the third. Underneath Kawhi with another bucket. He delivers underneath the hoop for 2 more. By 16, Clippers lead it. Approaching the 7-minute mark left to go in the third. Top of the key, Mitchell. Mitchell drives down the lane with the right hand. Gets behind the defense. Scoop, score, up and then off the window by Spider Mitchell. And a timeout taken here on the floor. 7:01 left to go in the third. Ty Lue and the Clippers will burn a timeout down to 5 timeouts left. As the Clippers lead by 14, 77-63. All right, so right now we're in the timeout. So we got a couple things here. I'll post in a couple links for you guys. So yeah, I got a Twitter link there, Brandon. It's posted in the description below this video. It's also, you can check out the Twitter. It's the Sports Dish 14 is the Twitter link. We got all four of those links posted in the description below this video: Discord, Twitter, merchandise, and memberships. I'm gonna post in the merchandise site here. Check out the Behind Eric Basketball Channel merchandise site. We got some pretty cool stuff out there. The link is posted out in the chat right now. Short sleeve and long sleeve shirts, iPhone cases, pillows, sweatshirts, stickers. A lot of cool stuff out there, so check that out if you guys would like. And also pinned to the chats, the channel memberships. What the memberships get you is shoutouts for every single one of my live streams. We got 30... I think we got 30 members right now. We just hit 30 today for the membership. So it gets you shoutouts for every single one of my live streams at the very end for each and every single member. And also it gets you special access to special live streams that I cover at least once per month to a non-basketball related game. It could be like an NFL game or a NASCAR race or a Major League Baseball game for a couple of special live streams that I've covered before for members and mods out in the chat. Anybody's welcome to join those special live streams, but only members and mods will be able to be a part of that chat. I think after basketball is over, I plan on opening up the live streams so everybody can be a part of those, since basketball will be over in July for the NBA, since NBA season will be over. So it will give everybody to be a chance to do a special live stream since basketball won't be going on. And not sure just yet what my next special live stream is. If I'm around though on the 4th of July, I'm going to see if I can cover the 4th of July hot dog eating contest. That would be something that would be pretty cool to do. I've never done that before. I like to do that. We'll see if Joey Chestnut can break another record. Dakota happy with that strikeout there. Looks like LSU struck out the bottom of 7. Tennessee just keeps on rolling. 6 more outs for the Vols. And Rocky Top will take it. Yeah, appreciate it, my man Jason. You guys are awesome here for being a part on the stream. I'm not going to do any Stanley Cup games because my best friend, John, he covers all the hockey games. If you guys like hockey, check out Off the Wall Hockey. That's his channel. He's got over 5,000 subs. He's been on YouTube for around, I believe, 3 years now. He's my best friend, but he covers a bunch of hockey games throughout the playoffs. Does the same things that I do for play-by-play and live reaction streams. So check him out. He's at Off the Wall Hockey, and he'll cover you guys with hockey. Yeah, that's like one of the only things that I'm not like big into or so is hockey. I've covered other stuff before. I've covered NFL, Major League Baseball, NASCAR races. I covered lacrosse a couple weeks ago. My first time ever covering lacrosse, which was pretty cool. I've never covered soccer. I'm going to see if I can get into it. Maybe someday cover soccer or UFC. I'd have to see about the Olympics or so, because I know there's different times for games, and sometimes they only do pre-recorded stuff. So we're back to action. Clippers take the jumper. Kawhi hits it for the 18-footer. 6:35 left to go in the third. Utah takes a perimeter shot, and Mitchell gets knocked down from the outside, and it's going to stop the clock with under 6:45 left to go. Yeah, they usually did the Daytona race. They usually did that around the 4th of July, and then they're not doing that anymore. I think they replaced it with Indianapolis. It might be even different this year. They usually did the Daytona race 4th of July weekend, but they stopped that last year. First free throw good by Donovan Mitchell at the free throw line. We have 6:38 left to go in the third. Utah now currently in the bonus. Second shot coming up by Mitchell, and no good. Hit the rim short. He's going to have a third one coming up. He got fouled from the perimeter, so this is a 3-shot free throw attempt. Yeah, I might be on a joint stream there. I remember Vernon found me in the tournament when John shared a stream on his channel. I might join his channel for one of the Stanley Cup games when I'm off from basketball. If we do have like off, if basketball is off a night when hockey's in the finals. 79-65, Clippers by 14. They got possession. 6:25 in the third. They take the jumper to right elbow. No good by Kawhi. Missed it off the mark, and Utah snags the defensive rebounds. Ramil, welcome on the stream once again. 3-point shot, no good at the left wing. Hit the rim short by Utah as the Clippers come up with a defensive board back. Approaching the 6-minute mark left to go. They move it cross court. Left corner, Batum takes the three. Off the back rim, no good. Defensive rebound picked up by Utah. It's kind of an odd camera angle that ABC is lining me up with right now. Mitchell takes it up the court, takes a three, hits it by Donovan Mitchell. And looks like that, he puts it to an 11-point game. 79-68 with 5:45 in the third. Pass off kilter. It goes out of bounds by the Clippers. They turn it over for the 5th turnover tonight. Just try to whip that pass from the right wing to the left corner, and that went well wide. Out of bounds. So Utah with a bucket here, they can draw back win in single digits. Jazz have possession. Mitchell at the right wing perimeter. He's defended by Kawhi. Mitchell bounce pass left wing. Pump fake O'Neal. Moves it outside of Mitchell. 8 on the shot clock. Mitchell spin move. Down the lane. Lost control of it. Gets it back. Dribbles left baseline. Mitchell moves over to Clarkson. Floats it up. Rattled out. Tipped off the glass. Gets it through. As that is good for Utah. They have come back. Puts it to a single digit 9-point game. 5:15 in the third. The Jazz can prove that they can get on a run as well. 7-zip run last minute and 40. Batum bounce pass left wing. Jackson laces a three. Knocks it down for the triple trifecta by Reggie Jackson. Clippers by 12 now. Under 5 left to go in the third. Utah moves it cross court. Bogdanovich to Clarkson. Turns the corner. Passes left corner. Open 3. O'Neal right back at you. He gets the triple at the left corner. Some terrific looks at the perimeter and around for both of these teams as of late. 4:40 left to go in the third. It's a 9-point game all over again. Clippers 82-73 up. At the right elbow, George dribbles, gets behind the defender, scores. Pass favors. Right baseline, up and in off the backboard. Good for 2 by PG-13. What a game. If you guys are new, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Let me know out in the chat who you got in this one, Utah or the Clippers. Off of double teams Mitchell. Bounce past top of the key. Over to the right corner. Right baseline. Dribble Clarkson. Moves it over. Left corner to left wing. 3 in the air. Mitchell. No good off the back rim. Offensive rebound stays alive. Bogdanovich launches a 3. Bullseye. Right down the pipe. Gets it for Bogdanovich and cuts it to an 8-point game now. 84-76 the score as Ty Lue will burn another timeout for the Clippers. The ball movement heating up for the Utah Jazz, pulling the win in 8 as the clock will stop. What a game, everybody. Cornelio, welcome to the stream here. Rooting for his man Jordan Clarkson out in the Philippines. You guys awesome here being a part of the stream. All the Filipino supporters out here watching. Under 4 minutes left to play, Donovan Mitchell 26 points. 14 points by Joe Ingles. Clarkson with 11. Those are the top 3 scores tonight for Utah. The Clippers leaders, they got 4 players in double figures. Paul George top scorer, 22 points. 20 points by Kawhi. Both of them needed to show up for a big game like this, and they have responded tonight, doing exactly that. Reggie Jackson, 17 points, and Nick Batum with 14. As the clock will stop with 4 minutes left to go in the third, and the Clippers up 84-76. What's good? Brian on the stream, welcome in. IEM, welcome back to the stream again. Yeah, I agree, Obtuse Juice. If the Jazz take this game and go up 3-0, it's looking like it's over. This is one that the Clippers desperately need to stay in the series. That's awesome. Vernon received a 1996 Michael Jordan All-Star Game jersey. That's incredible, man. That's going to be worth a ton. Chris James, what's good here? Good morning to you guys out in the Philippines. Edmund, welcome to the stream. Looking for the Jazz versus Nets in the finals. Steven on the stream, welcome in. We got over 400 watching now. Let's go, everybody. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball games, play-by-play of NBA games. Also, college hoops as well when it comes back on in November. Yeah, anything can happen, definitely. We got 16 minutes remaining in this game. 4 minutes left to go in the third. And a double-digit lead for the Clippers has evaporated now to an 8-point lead. Yep, Dave told me Ingles would have a big game. He started out great for Ingles. He had 2 quick early threes in the first minute. What's good, Joe Mel on the stream? Welcome in. I think the Celtics need a star big to come to Boston. I think they need an interior post presence, somebody like Karl-Anthony Towns. I feel like would be a good fit. And then also for Boston though, they need help with their bench. They also need more scores. They're also gonna need a new point guard too, because it looks like, according to sources, that the Celtics gonna move on from Kemba, so they're gonna need a new point guard and they need bench players. But the main thing though is they need a dominant big for next season. So we get right back to action. 3:50 left to go in the third. Clippers have possession. Zubac moves over right corner. Clippers have the ball with 8 on the shot clock. 3:45 left to go. Up by 8 for the Clippers. They take a right corner 3 and deliver. That is good by Paul George with 25. And once again, the Clippers go up by double digits. Now lead by 11, 87-76. Utah takes the 3. Mitchell, no good. Hit the rim short. Defensive rebound picked up for LA. Clippers will dribble up the court with George to the right wing. 3:20 left to go on the clock, approaching the mark. Contact around the perimeters between George. As he got contacted, I think that's Favors on the ground too for Utah as the clock will stop. We got 3:20 left to go. Ray in the stream, welcome in. He's cheering here for Rondo to win his third ring. Mary Jane on the stream. Golden State fan. Welcome to the channel here. 500 plus watching. Let's go. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. 3:20 left to go in the third. Missed 3. Off the inbound by the Clippers. Hit back rim. Defensive rebound picked up for Utah. Jazz will take it up the court. It's Mitchell. Mitchell moves it out left wing. Bogdanovich back over to Mitchell. 5 in the court, Carly for Utah. Mitchell, Bogdanovich, Gobert, Clarkson, and O'Neal. Mitchell drives, shot gets blocked from behind. It goes out of bounds. Zubac picks up the block. Clock will stop with 2:57. Ed Gel, welcome to the stream, taking the Clippers here. Yeah, I think he's going to be a really good, rotational bench piece for the Celtics. I liked Romeo Langford, though, with him getting the start towards the end of the season, because he's got a lot to offer as for being a defender. And he was starting to improve towards the end of the season, too, for Romeo Langford. So when healthy, I think he can fit in really well. Books with Benjamin, welcome back to the stream here. Taking the Jazz tonight. Michael on the stream, welcome in. Yeah, sorry to hear. It doesn't look too well right now in that series for Denver. I think they basically given up. The body language is just not look good at all, and that's a tough matchup. Chris Paul and Devin Booker for Phoenix going up against a rookie at the point with Campazzo and Austin Rivers, who's bounced around multiple teams in the NBA. They're just really missing their leader, Jamal Murray. 2:50 left to go. Shot clock down to 3. Clarkson, jumper, fade away at the right baseline. Off the mark, no good, and ripped away in the glasses by Kawhi as he comes up with the rebounds. Kawhi moves it out to the hands to Beverly. 5 of the court for the Clippers. Kawhi, Pat Beverly, Paul George, Zubac, and Nick Batum. As the Clippers get the ball at the right elbow, and another whistle blown by the refs, and it's going to send Kawhi to the free throw line. Grace, welcome to the stream, taking the Clippers here. Dave, welcome back, taking the Clippers. I've got Cade Cunningham going number 1 in the draft. John TV, what's good here? If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. 2 shots here at the line by Kawhi. First one is good. Clippers by 12, 88-76. Joe Ingles will check back into the game for Utah. As Kawhi will shoot the second one coming up at the line. And looks like Luke Kennard will check into the game for the Clippers. The time in my area is 10:25 at night. Eastern time in the U.S. Second free throw good by Kawhi. Clippers by 13. Left baseline dribble. Bogdanovic. As he gets fouled and Luke Kennard comes into the game. And not even 10 seconds as he checks in, he picks up a reach and foul. So Bogdanovic will shoot 2 shots here at the free throw line. Utah on the bonus as well. 2:32 in the third. Kevin on the stream, welcome in. What's good? Neil on the stream, welcome in here. Bills fan Neil, welcome back to the stream. Got you there. I see the logo. First shot, Bogdanovic. It's good. Second shot's up. That one is good as well. Back to 11. 2.5 left to go in the third. Clippers lead at 89-78. At the right wing perimeter, George turns the corner, floats it up over the top to Zubac. Throws it down with an alley-oop two-handed jam. Nobody able to pick up the roll down there for Utah. Jazz have possession. Clarkson moves it out into the hands to Ingles. Dribbles towards his left. Ingles drives as he will float one up. Tough defense by Zubac, but he comes in and picks up a personal foul defending Ingles. Clock will stop with 2:10. This should be 2 at the line shooting by Joe Ingles. Good morning out from the Philippines here, watching at 10:30 a.m. almost right now as we welcome in Glimpse out here. What's good, Donovan McCrabb, early morning out in Germany. Welcome in here, bud. Appreciate the dedication for you guys out in Europe watching. 2:10 in the third. Free throws here at the line. 2 of them by Ingles. First one is good. Yeah, if there's like a break from basketball or so, a lot of these days there's been constant games. That's the only thing. I know next year basketball, the playoffs will be a month earlier next year. So instead of starting in May because the shortened season, it's going to start, I believe, in April. And the finals will end around June, which I think the finals usually ends around the time the College World Series starts to like get going with the finals. Second free throw, that one's up and that one's good for Ingles for Utah. 11-point game, approaching 2 minutes left to go in the third. Clippers have possession. Kawhi at the right wing. He's defended 1-on-1 by Ingles. 10 on the shot clock, minute 55. Step back 3 in the air. Kawhi, no good. Missed off the front rim. Defensive rebound picked up for Utah. Jazz have possession. Bogdanovic moves over to Clarkson. Clarkson dribbles up, takes the 3 straight away. Off the back rim, missed it. Kawhi comes out with a defensive rebound. John Mark from the Philippines, welcome in. Robert Charles, thanks so much for finding my channel here. Underneath, Kawhi gives it out left corner. Kennard launches a 3 and bullseye. He hits it right down the middle. Clippers extended up by 14, 94-80. Minute 25 in the third. Ingles dribbles towards the left wing perimeter. Moves over to Clarkson. Clarkson dribbles towards his right around the perimeter. To the top of the key. Shot fake back outside Ingles. Launches the 3. Halfway home. Rattled out. Missed it. And a defensive rebound picked up by the Clippers by Pat Beverly. He takes it past half court. Gives it off to Kawhi. Lobs it over the top to Zubac. Had possession. Couldn't put it home though. He bobbled it looking for the alley-oop opportunity. Utah comes up with a steal. O'Neal swings it cross-court, left corner, 3 in the air. Gets it. That is good by Joe Ingles. Back to 11. 94-83, final minute in the third quarter. Clippers have possession. Clippers 50% from 3, 14 for 28. Utah just shy of 50% from the perimeter at 16 for 34. Clippers winning this game solely based on points in the paint and stopping Utah inside the interior, making it tough. No good off the back rim. Beverly missed it. Offensive rebound picked up by Terrence Mann. He moves over to Kennard. Kennard dribbles back to the left wing perimeter, defended 1-on-1 by Ingles. 5 in the shot clock. Kennard, number 5, dribbles towards his left, dumps it out right corner, catch and fire, 3 by Mann. No good, rattled out. And Bogdanovic with a defensive board. Moises TV, welcome back to the stream again. 12 seconds left to go in the third. Bogdanovic moves it over to O'Neal, edge of the LA logo. O'Neal at the top, defended by Kawhi. Hands it off to Clarkson. 5 seconds left to go. Clarkson dribbles to the left wing, defended by Kennard. Off a double team. Clarkson, left corner, passes left wing, 3 in the air at the horn. Couldn't get it off in time. Wouldn't count either way by Utah. We end the third, 94-83, Clippers by 11, as the third quarter has come to a close. 12 minutes of basketball remaining coming up here. What a game, everybody. Total energy difference tonight on the court for LA, as they are working hard with that perimeter movement and passing the ball really well and shooting at an efficient rate tonight. Cornelio, welcome to the stream, taking the Jazz. Let me know out in the channel who you got tonight. Jazz or Clippers, type it in the chat. From the Philippines, we welcome in Mary Jane. Bim Bim, welcome to the stream from the Philippines. Christian Paul, welcome in here. Who do I want to the finals? Who do I want? I've got the Suns there too, Braden. Phoenix has never won a championship before in basketball. The last time Arizona has won a championship in any major sport was back in 2001 with the Diamondbacks. I would love to see Chris Paul play in the finals. Yeah, indeed. A lot of three-point shots made. 30 combined triples tonight. 14 made threes for the Clippers. 16 made threes for Utah. My prediction is the Nets Clippers in the finals. Brandon on the stream, welcome in. Taking the Clippers tonight. So as we closed out the end of the third quarter, moving on to the fourth here in just a moment. We're going to take a look. Top scorers tonight for the Clippers, leading the way. Paul George, 25 points. 4 players in double figures. 22 points by Kawhi along with 10 rebounds. 17 points made by Reggie Jackson. And Nick Batum having a great game himself as well with 14. And then for Utah, top scorers. Donovan Mitchell's got 26. 19 by Joe Ingles, 11 by Clarkson. Rudy Gobert got 10. Bogdanovic just held a 9 tonight. And the difference maker so far in tonight's game has come down to points in the paint. Clippers shooting at an efficient rate with their 2-point shots. 30-18, Clippers lead points in the paint tonight. And the Clippers shooting the ball 53% from the floor, 48% from 3. Whereas Utah struggling with their 2-point shots, 47% from 3-point range. But Utah tonight has only made 11 2-point shots, as they are 41% total from the floor for Utah. But they have been struggling with those 2-point shots, just making 11 of those tonight compared to 16 made threes. OTM Rick on the stream, taking the Clippers. Bebot, thanks so much for watching from the Philippines. Renato here, welcome in, taking the Clippers tonight. Remember me, welcome to the stream. We've yet to start the fourth quarter. We will, as we got 12 minutes left remaining in the fourth quarter. We just ended the third quarter. Kevin taking the Nets Clippers. That's my prediction. Same with me. My prediction on this game, I took the Clippers tonight 112-109. Jackson, welcome back in here, bud. Hope all is going well. So we start off the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter has begun, and the Jazz will get the ball first. They go left to right in the court. Ingles gives over to Mitchell. Ingles, Mitchell, Niang, Gobert, and Clarkson. 5 in the court currently for Utah. Missed the lob over the top as Gobert couldn't put it home. And the Clippers came up with the ball. They took it up the court, and Utah picks up a quick reach and foul. Clippers will get the inbound. Jackson, Mann, Kennard, Zubac, and Paul George. 5 in the court currently for the Clippers. Top of the key, they have possession with Jackson. 11.5 left to go in the fourth quarter. Up by 11. Bounce pass off the roll down into traffic. Deflected. Mann gets it. Left baseline dribble. Mann. Shot gets denied from behind. It goes out of bounds. It was blocked from behind by George Niang. The clock will stop with 11:28. Arizona last finals here for their appearances. NHL, none for the Coyotes. NBA with the Phoenix Suns back in 93. Major League Baseball, they won it. That was with Randy Johnson and the Diamondbacks back in 2001. And yeah, the Cardinals, I think it was Cardinals Steelers. With the Steelers winning on a late touchdown. First free throw, it's good at the line by Terrence Mann. Ref said that there was a blocking foul from behind picked up by Niang. 11:28 in the fourth. Renate, welcome to the stream here. Glad to have you on the channel from the Philippines, rooting for his man, JC. Jordan Clarkson, second shot, good by Mann. Puts the Clippers up by 13, 96-83. Yeah, the Suns are playing terrific team basketball. They share the ball so well, and their defense, they get the number one defense in the playoffs, allowing opponents to score less than 100 points throughout the playoffs so far. Right down the lane, Utah scores for 2 with a layup. Tough bucket. 11 minutes in the fourth. Right wing 3, gets some space. George takes it and delivers with a 99 spot on the board for the Clippers. Up by 14 for LA. 10:50 left to go in the fourth. Utah has possession. Mitchell at the top. Shot fake defended by George. Gives it over to Niang. Dribbles right down the lane. Floats it up over the top. Gobert throws it down with a two-handed dunk. Yup, and Arizona won the national title back in 97. Left wing perimeter. Now they dribble at the left elbow. It's George. George taking it inside the post. Takes the jumper. Missed it off the mark. Tipped up, and it's going to go to Utah by Niang. They move it up the court. Ingles back outside. Niang launches the 3 straight away. No good. Missed it off the back rim. Defensive rebound picked up for the Clippers. 10-10 in the fourth. Attacking the lane. George dumped it off into traffic. Zubac picks it up. Goes turnaround. No good. Missed it. Tried to get it back. Falls on the ground. Looking for the call. No call. Utah with the ball. Mitchell evades Kennard. Kennard picks up the reach and foul. The clock will stop with 10:02 in the fourth. Hey, thanks so much, D-Wade. Really appreciate it, man. The passion, the dedication. Oh, it's been incredible here, guys. Thanks so much, all you guys, for supporting me on the channel here. You guys are incredible supporters. We have 10:02 in the fourth. Inbounds picked up by Utah as the Jazz trail by 12. Mitchell drives inside. Tough bucket. Gets it as he banks it inside the post, up and in off the backboard. Clippers have possession at the right wing with Jackson. Jackson turns the corner as he'll dribble back out left corner perimeter. Jackson defended by Gobert. 10 in the shot clock. Jackson at the left corner, 1-on-1 on Rudy with the right hand. Puts it up. No good. Too high off the glass. Do not go in there with Rudy Gobert. Utah gets the ball. Pass up the court looking for Rudy, but intercepts it. Jumps the route is Luke Kennard with a steal. They move it out left corner. Man to Kennard. Launches the 3 all alone. Drills it as that is good by Luke Kennard. Clippers on top as they reach triple digits first. 102-89 with 9:19 left to go in the fourth quarter. Utah has possession. Mitchell moves it outside. Niang passes, deflected again. Oh, they are just storming the post, defending Gobert inside. A 3 launched by Kennard, but he gets fouled, taking it up the court right before he attempted a 3. That is back-to-back steals on passes inside the post. Utah looking for Rudy Gobert inside in traffic. And the Clippers are reading that all along and jumping the route and intercepting it. Kawhi will check back into the game for Reggie Jackson. He'll take a seat on the bench. Ian on the stream, welcome in. 9 minutes left to go in the fourth. Got a lot of space out in front's man. Man moves over to the right elbow. George turns the corner. Passes right corner but intercepts it as that pass did not have enough steam on it. And O'Neal gets the ball thrown to him. Mitchell has it. Shake and bake. Oh, he thought about a nasty step back instead. Gives up the pass left corner. O'Neal takes the three. Hits it as it goes down. It's a 10-point game. 102-92. Clippers have possession. They'll slow it down. 8:40 left to go remaining in the fourth. George drives right down the lane. Over. Gobert gets it. Scoop score up and in off the window for two more by Paul George. 8:25 left to go in the fourth. Utah has possession. Mitchell at the top of the key takes the three before we got another whistle here. So Clippers will pick up a reach and foul. I'm probably not going to do the Super Bowl because I remember I did it 2 years ago and there was a lot of competition. Like barely anybody watched it or so. I usually watch the Super Bowl every year with my family because I have to turn the volume on. For these games when I cover, I can't put the volume on or so. And I usually like watch everything for the Super Bowl. Commercials, halftime shows, and I felt like I was missing so much stuff when I covered the Super Bowl. As the Clippers come up with a steal, taking the distance. That is right down the lane. Good for two by Kawhi. Timeout taken by the Jazz here by Quinn Snyder. 8:06 left to go in the fourth. As the Clippers up by 14. We got a dono here. D. Wade, my man. Appreciate a dono. You guys the legends tonight. But Clippers might win tonight. But Jazz will win the series here. You got that right. Thanks so much, brother. Appreciate it here with a dono. You guys the legends. Clippers just been such another offensive force tonight. Working hard to score inside the post. The difference here has been the interior today in this game. And that's where the Clippers still lead at points in the paint, 32-24. Clippers shooting about 53% from the floor, where the Jazz shooting 43%. And the Jazz have made 14 two-point shots, but 17 threes. Top scores tonight look like this. Paul George hitting the 30 spot on the board. 30 points in 35 minutes by PG-13. He needed a game like this to prove everybody, and he did tonight, proving everybody wrong in this game. Kawhi's got 24 points along with 10 rebounds. 17 by Reggie Jackson. 14 by Nick Batum for the Clippers. And low-key, they are keeping control of the basketball, and they've only turned it over 7 times tonight. Utah's turned it over 11 times. For the Jazz, top scorer, Donovan Mitchell. 30 points for him. 19 by Joe Ingles. 12 points by Rudy Gobert, along with 9 rebounds. 11 by Clarkson. Loco in the stream, welcome in. You guys legends in the stream. Looks like Tennessee wins. Thanks so much for the update there, Dave. Dakota's going to be loving that. Yeah, totally agree, Jay Ramirez. Containing Clarkson so he wouldn't go off from 3 has been a difference maker so far. You can tell here tonight with the Clippers defense, they've been playing Utah tough, especially inside the interior. And the ball movement's been terrific in this game tonight for LA. Virginia, welcome in here, taking the Clippers from the Philippines. Yeah, definitely. Right now we're on the timeout as well. Yeah, Reggie Jackson's been huge for the Clippers. Wait, I'll check up on that myself, Dakota. No, they had won 4-2. Yeah, Tennessee just won 4-2. It's just posted, so he's giving you the score there. Oh, I got you. Yeah, he was ahead of you. Yeah, it's all good, man. We got you. Hey, appreciate it. Appreciate it, Braden. All right, so we get back to action in just a moment. Paul George going for 30 tonight as he's got 30 points, 12 for 24 from the floor. Donovan Mitchell was scoreless in the first quarter. He had 16 in the second quarter, and he's got 30 total. We are back to action. 8 minutes left to go in the fourth. The Clippers by 14. Jazz have possession. They move it out left corner. Three in the air, missed it off the back rim, tipped off the glass, and defensive rebound. Picked up by LA with under 8 left to play. From California, Renee, welcome to the stream. 7:45 in the fourth. Clippers by 14, looking to add more. Attacking the lane, man. Moves it back outside, but intercepts the pass. Donovan Mitchell. As Kennard will pick up a quick reach in. And the game clock will stop with 7:40. It's quarter number 4 here. 7:40 left to go in the fourth quarter. Clippers by 14. Utah will get the inbound in their backcourt. Mitchell will dribble past the half-court logo. It's Mitchell, Bogdanovich, O'Neal, Derek Favors, and Clarkson. The 5 in the court currently for Utah. O'Neal gives it out left corner. Bogdanovich dribbles, moves it outside to left wing. Clarkson takes the 3, hits it. As that is good by Jordan Clarkson. 11-point game. Ooh, quick steal picked up by Utah here, making things even more interesting. Back outside. Mitchell drives down the lane. Puts it up. No good, but a tip in goes through. Are they going to count it? Are they going to say it's over the rim? They won't count it. Derek Favors. Oh, Derek Favors. Come on, man. It was on the rim. And Derek Favors on the rim over the cylinder, and Favors tries to tip it in when it probably could have went back towards the net. And that will not count for Utah. 7 minutes left to go in the fourth. Clippers have possession. Kawhi drives, puts it up in the key, scores. They will count it and 1. Oh no, this is not good. Donovan Mitchell in that possession heading to the locker room as he is limping. Oh no, that is not good for Utah. Donovan Mitchell heads straight to the locker room as he is limping on the last play. 108-95 to score with 6:56 left to go. The free throw is good by Kawhi, and back up by 14 goes the Clippers. Under 7 minutes remaining. Jay Worley, Ashley, welcome to stream here. Terrence, welcome to stream. At the left wing perimeter, they need Mitchell. Top of the key, Clarkson. Clarkson, shot fake, gives out left wing. O'Neal back over to Clarkson, 30-footer. No good, missed the 3 off the back rim. Offensive rebound Favors, back outside. Off the fingertips of Bogdanovich, it goes out of bounds. Turnover again for Utah. Thanks so much for checking in here, Jay Worley from Tennessee. Augustine on the stream, welcome in. That is tough. Tough to see our star player go down, man. That's brutal. 6:32 remaining. Clippers again, they take it inside, and Utah gets called for a personal foul. So Donovan Mitchell went back to the locker room, and now he's back to the bench being checked out. 6:32 left to go. Paul George got 30 tonight, shooting 2 at the line. First one is good. Yeah, Clippers playing great together as a team tonight. They've been getting the ball out quick. Second free throw coming up at the line for PG-13. No good, missed it off the back rim. Defensive rebound picked up by Utah. Jazz lobs it over to the left elbow. Bogdanovich backs his way inside the post on Kennard. Turnaround jumper, puts it up, no good. Hit the rim short. Tough interior defense tonight for the Clippers as Kawhi comes away with the rebounds. 6:10 remaining. Bounce pass left wing. Batum back over to Kawhi. He'll slow it down. Approaching the 6-minute mark left to go. It's Kawhi, Kennard, Batum, Paul George, and Terrence Mann. 5 in the court currently for the Clippers. 3 in the air. Kawhi hits it. as it goes down. And the Clippers extend it to an 18-point lead. 113-95 with less than 6 minutes remaining. Clarkson swings it out right corner. O'Neal dribbles back to the right wing perimeter. O'Neal gives it over top of the key to Clarkson. He dribbles towards his left, defended 1-on-1 by Kennard. Takes it inside. Pro hop. Dumps it out left corner. Catch and fire in the three. Bogdanovic. No good. Hit the rim short. Defensive rebound picked up by LA with 5.5 remaining in the fourth. Brandon from Detroit, welcome in, taking the Clippers. Emmanuel, welcome to the stream, taking LA as well. Thanks so much, Ashley, for being a part of the stream. 3-point shot again goes down for LA. Back-to-back triples from the outside. In the last minute, they lead 116-95. Largest lead tonight by 21 with just above 5 minutes left to go. Ingles turns the corner, drives. Kicks it out left wing. 3 in the air. Gets it by Royce O'Neal. Puts Utah winning 18. The strange thing tonight is Utah has made more threes than the Clippers. 19 made threes by the Jazz, yet they have 98 on the board. The total difference tonight has been the Clippers' interior defense, stopping Utah multiple occasions inside all throughout the game. Timeout taken on the court by Ty Lue. 3 timeouts remaining by the Clippers, 3 timeouts remaining for Utah, as we'll take a timeout here. .456 left to go remaining. And for the Clippers, they made 18 threes compared to Utah's 19 threes. If I give you just those two numbers, you'd be like, yeah, the Jazz making 19 threes, they're going to win this game. But that's not been the case. Utah as a team tonight's made 14 two-point shots. And as a team for the Clippers, they have made 26 26 two-point shots for the Clippers tonight. Clippers are 55% from the floor, 44 for 80, where the Jazz are 33 for 79 at 42%. That's been a big difference. 36 points in the paint by LA compared to 24 tonight for Utah. David on the stream, welcome in. Braden Lake in Oregon against Iowa. That was in the tournament. That was a crazy game, man. Like, Oregon put up, I believe, like 55 at halftime. That was a track meet there. That was such a sad game, though, for Luka Garza, because it was his final game that he ever played. But that was just an unbelievable game, going back and forth. Yeah, I remember I called that stream with my good friend John. He actually has a hockey channel, Off the Wall Hockey, that he covers hockey games on. Feel free to check out his hockey channel if you guys would like. Abdullah Min, welcome in here. Jazz fan. Taking Utah. Yeah, I agree. Hi, Danny. This series might go to 7. The Clippers are the most unpredictable team by far in these playoffs. You're down 0-2 in a series, and they come back and beat Dallas. And here they go again. Same scenario. And up by 18, under 5 minutes left to go. Looking like they're going to close this one out and steal the W at home. So the big difference in tonight's game is Utah gets held to 14 for 38, shooting their 2-point shots at 37% from 2-point range. 37% from 2-point range. And for the Clippers tonight, the Clippers are 26 for 47, shooting 55% from 2-point range. So that's the difference. 37% from 2 for Utah, 55% from 2 for LA. Wow. Huge difference. That was in game number 3 as well. For the Clippers, they found themselves down against against Dallas, and then they started to attack, and they shot the ball at 70% from 2-point range at halftime going into that game. They were down 32-11. They came back and won. So we are back to action. I plan on being back tomorrow. I should be back tomorrow covering the Bucks against the Nets at 3 o'clock Eastern time. I'm out in New Hampshire right now, about 3 hours away from home. I should be back in time for that, as Kawhi takes it down the lane, scores with another layup. 4.5 left to go in the fourth. By 20, Clippers lead it. And an offensive foul picked up by Utah. The Clippers will have it back. Ramsey's in the stream. Welcome in. Liking the Clippers in 6 here. Edwin, thanks so much for being a part of the stream. So I plan on being back for a doubleheader tomorrow once I get home, as it's going to be Nets against Bucks, 3 o'clock Eastern time, and then the Nuggets against the Suns at 8 o'clock Eastern time. We'll see if Phoenix can complete the sweep tomorrow night. 4:20 left to go in the fourth. Jackson will bring it up the court here for LA, leading by 20. At the right wing perimeter, Jackson has it defended by O'Neal, so I'll be doing both of the games tomorrow. Top of the key, it's Kawhi. Kawhi dribbles at the free throw circle, moves it out right wing. Batum launches the three. That's no good off the back rim. Defensive rebound picked up by Gobert. 4 minutes left to go. Clarkson takes the three in transition. No good. Hit the rim short and kicked out of bounds. Last kicks by Utah by Clarkson, trying to get his shot, trying to get his ball back. Do I think Tennessee will go to Omaha? I don't follow too much college baseball, so I guess only time will tell there. I know if Tennessee goes there, Dakota would be loving that one, though. Yep, so I'll be back tomorrow for both of the games. Welcome in D-Belt on the stream. 3:45 left to go. Yeah, I was not expecting this tonight. After two close games, the Clippers losing both close games. They're up by 20, now 22. Kawhi hits the 15-footer. Utah gives up 120 and counting to the Clippers with 3.5 left to go in the fourth. Attacking the lane. Oh, that pass gets dumped down into traffic, and it goes, and it's going to be an offensive foul for Utah. Clippers put a body inside and take a charge. $3:26 left to go. Mitchell is right now on the bench. It looks like he's going to get kept out for the remainder of this game for Donovan Mitchell. So right now we go to a timeout. 120-98 to score with 3:26 remaining. Yep, Roger told me Clippers by 16 tonight. Clippers came into this game 5-point favorite. 3:26 left to go. Before you sign off on the stream tonight, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I plan on being back tomorrow for both of the games. It's going to be Bucks against Nets. I should be back in time for 3 o'clock, and then Suns against Nuggets tomorrow night as well, 8 o'clock Eastern. I usually don't cover much college football. It's usually more NFL or so that I cover. Yeah, I'm usually out more with my family during the fall usually. I'm from Massachusetts, so we're not like a big college football state, but over here I know Dave in Alabama here. College football is life out there in the Southeast. Over here in Massachusetts where I'm from, everything is Patriots football up here with the NFL. Paul George is the top scorer in this game tonight. I'm going to bring up those totals again. So Paul George proved himself tonight in this game. Paul George, 34 points. Kawhi's got 31 now. And then Donovan Mitchell, top scorer for Utah. He's got 30. I might cover a few games for college football if I got a chance, though. All depends on like what my weekends look by the time we get to the fall. 3:15 left to go in the fourth quarter. Underneath. Clippers going to move it back outside. Kennard launches the three. No good off the back rim. Utah comes out with a defensive rebound. Approaching 3 minutes left to go. They move it outside, left wing, three in the air. No good, missed off the front rim, tipped up, and Terrence Mann comes up with a defensive rebound. They'll take it back half court. To the right wing is Beverly. 2:50 left to go in the fourth. Beverly drives, attacks the lane, scores, count it, and one by Pat Beverly. He'll head to the free throw line with 2:48 left to go. And the Clippers largest lead by 24. Yeah, I don't think I get the NASCAR race because I actually don't get FS1 for a channel. That's awesome. Mike went to school in Worcester. Yeah, my best friend John that does the hockey channel, he went to Worcester State. I went to college in Milton, Mass, like right below Boston, where I went to college. Free throw is good by Beverly at the line. 2:40 remaining in the fourth. At the right wing perimeter, Utah will dribble to the top. Down the lane, they kick it back out to Miye Oni. As the bench is into the game for Utah, Oni takes the three. No good. Hit the rim short. Defensive rebound picked up by the Clippers. Moves it out to the right corner. Clippers right baseline dribble. They pass to the left corner. Shot fake. Dribbles up. They'll take the jumper. Hits it. As that is good for another two by LA. They lead it by 27. As that goes down. 2 minutes approaching the mark left to play fourth quarter. Utah receives the pass. A left baseline dribble. As they will put it up, they get contact in the fall with 2 minutes left to go. We get another dono here. D. Wade with a dono. You guys legends on the stream. Let's get that dono hype here by my man D. Wade. We're collecting the 1 million signatures to ban the Clippers from game number 4. He puts here. Incredible game, though, by Paul George and Kawhi, as they have heard what people have said. They needed to step up big time, and they have done exactly that tonight. With 2 minutes left to go, Clippers lead it by 25 now. Both of the free throws go down at the line for Utah. Clippers will take it up the court. Paul George, top scorer tonight, 34 points, 31 points by Kawhi. As the bench is in this game. And the difference tonight has been points in the paint. Clippers, 42 points in the paint, attacking, going to the rim, whereas the Jazz have gone to the perimeter. And Utah makes the most threes in the NBA of any team. They have attempted 44 three-point shots tonight. As the Clippers take a three, they hit one down. They're up by 28 now. 128 to 100. Minute and a half left to go before we close out this game. So strange thing is that Utah makes 19 three-point shots. The Clippers make 18, or they just made their 19th three right there. As they made 18 prior to that made three. But it's the 2-point shots that's been the difference. And the Clippers firing on all cylinders tonight, shooting 55% from the floor. 1:05 left to go. Clippers attack the lane, put it up, and there will be another personal foul picked by Utah. As Pat Beverly attacked the lane with 1:06 to play. Yeah, Billy was away for a while, and this, indeed, it went from a close game to being a blowout. It's 128 to 102. So 2 shots coming up in the line by the Clippers. First one is good. This is very odd to see Utah allow 130 in a game. You don't see that often. Second free throw good by Pat Beverly. 130 put on the board tonight by the Clippers. 1 minute left to play in the fourth quarter. Clippers bench out, getting Utah's bench tonight 25 to 20. At the right wing, they move it inside. Dumps it off to a slam dunk for Utah. Yeah, this is hit or miss league with so much scoring. So many points flying off the board. 40 seconds before we wrap up this game. Entry pass. Goes in underneath for the Clippers. They'll go turnaround jumper. They hit it. That's good for 2 for LA by Daniel Oturu, the rookie from Minnesota. This is impressive tonight at home. Clippers shoot the ball 55% from the floor. At the free throw circle, Utah attacks the lane, puts it up, high arcing shot off the glass, and they score by Trent Forrest, rookie from Florida State. It's going to be 106. 15 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Clippers delivering tonight, though, on their home court. I did not expect this game to be like this in blowout fashion. LA takes game number 3. And now the Clippers steal one as the series goes 2-1 in Utah's favor, as the Jazz are still up in the series in 3 games 2-1. What a game tonight for the Clippers, as this one has gone final 132-106. Paul George 34 points. Kawhi Leonard has 31 himself. And this is now anybody's game with a pivotal game 3 as the Clippers take it. If the Clippers lose this game at home tonight, then it's going to be tough coming down from an 0-3 deficit. But tonight, what a game. Kawhi Leonard, he finished with 34 as well. So 34 both by Kawhi and Paul George. That's right, Kawhi had a late 3-point shot that he scored, and Paul George had 34 himself as well. Crazy for the two going off, as they have listened and they have stepped up their game big time here for the Clippers, pulling out the victory. And Paul George with his playoff high tonight. So we're going to wrap up this one before we sign off. Hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. If you'd like to be notified future live streams that I do cover, play-by-play basketball games, NBA games, also college hoops when it comes back on in November. I should be back tomorrow. So I plan on being back tomorrow between the Bucks and the Nets, and then tomorrow night as well. I'll be back tomorrow night definitely for Nuggets against Suns. Game number 4 tomorrow night. Thank you so much, everybody, for being a part here on the stream. Before I do sign off, I'm going to close out to the channel members. We got 30 channel members now. You guys are awesome here. As we welcome into the membership, new to the members tonight, we have Mike Liu out here from Taiwan, new member in the stream. So we got 30 channel members. I'll get a shout out at every single one of my live streams at the very end, as these are the channel members. We have Jack, Jason, Warren, Raven, the sports expert, Aaron, Superman, Man and Hades, Dennis, Russell, Mark, Old Ed Deuce, D-Block, Cindy, Rajeep, RGR Football Fan 2.0, CW2K, BP Greg, Magic, Bino, Caden, TGU, James, Oreo Pudding, Adam, Milo, From the Streets to Islam, Kelly, and Mike. Thanks so much, everybody, for being a part of the stream. Happy Saturday night. Clippers take this one as they blow out Utah and put this series to 2-1 now as the Clippers steal the victory. I plan on being back tomorrow. Feel free to join in on those streams. Should be back for a doubleheader, Nets, Bucks, and then Suns against Nuggets. Thank you guys so much. Enjoy the rest of your night, as this is Behind Your Basketball signing off.